Edmonton Sports Talk. My God, I love this.
My name's Jay Milne. #Blue.
Our sports update deliverer, the Coop.
I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up today.
You know what, Reid?
You might be on to something.
All right, here's what's going on in the nest.
That was supposed to happen off air, but I didn't plug in time to test the board. So I thought I'll just play Paul Stanley while we're on air because it's not going to sound out of place. It's not foreign audio at this point, especially for regular listeners of the program. Oh my goodness, have we got a showdown tonight in the old Canadian Football League, and it involves the local club, your Edmonton Elks, with a 5-1 record, traveling to Regina, Saskatchewan to play the Roughriders, who won the Grey Cup last year and have a pretty darn good record themselves. They're sitting at 4-1. They're coming off a bye. That is a 7 o'clock game. We'll have plenty of chatter about it over the next 3 hours as we preview the game. Glen Suitor from the CFL on TSN. He is working the game tonight. He's going to join us at about 3:40. And then, of course, at 6 o'clock, the live stream continues with my co-host Jason Milne and with our Chief Operating Officer here at EST, Matthew Awanek. They're going to have the Commonwealth Stadium Green and Gold kickoff show from 6 to 7. They'll hop on right after the game to break down all the storylines from this contest. First of a home between the Elks and the Riders. How about this for the return engagement? Just to peek ahead a little bit to that. That is Saturday, August 1st at 5. Play Alberta Field at Commonwealth Stadium. The Saturday of the long weekend. The Riders in town. So yeah, fun football game tonight. We'll talk a little bit of hockey this afternoon as well. We are going to be eating live on air, something that you're told you should never do when you get into broadcasting, but then inevitably you wind up doing it.
You can blame me.
We're going to have our Canadian Brewhouse liaison, Pat Ketty. Makes it sound real shady. In studio with the July wing flavor of the month. The the mango jalapeno?
Yes.
I'm excited to try these. That'll be around 4:40 this afternoon. The Coob, Zachary Kubish. Did you go to KDays?
I did go to Klondike Days.
It's not called that.
It's not that.
It's not called that, Coob.
The K-Days. Today's.
Can you mark down Coob for -1 right off the top of the show?
Are we doing goof ups again, guys?
We should.
So anyway, we're going to have something food related.
Yes.
Without telling us anything else. So a lot of food, a lot of football, a lot of food on this show. So that'll be pretty good. How's everybody doing? I'm Reid Wilkins. He's Jason Milne. We're 3 to 6 p.m. every weekday here on Edmonton Sports Talk. I was gone the last couple of days. Thanks to Ben Thompson for sitting in. You guys had a lot of fun. Great show. Good stuff. Quizzing some of the younger guys. 2 of our younger guys yesterday. I thought they did pretty well overall. So
they did all right.
Complain.
But I mean, those are must-knows. Those weren't fringe characters.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. What was the most fringy of those? I'm trying to remember all. There was Steve Nash. There was Donovan Bailey.
Yeah, Christine Sinclair.
Well, Naismith. Naismith was maybe the one.
Sure, but that's...
Because when did he invent basketball? Like
we looked
the
at
1880s?
it. It was the 1880s.
Yeah.
1891.
1891?
Yes.
I think he created... Yeah, and then he created the Kansas basketball program. Men's basketball program.
Right.
Yeah, sure, that might have been the most fringe.
Yeah, because that's obviously a long time ago. So it's sort of a more niche part of sports history. I just wanted you to give them Margaret Atwood so bad, but that's okay.
Yeah, I didn't. I gave them Alexander Graham Bell,
which was so. The reason I brought up Margaret, I was in the chat. I listened to a good chunk of yesterday's show because when Jay and I do our Canadian trivia game out of that little box we have, whenever there's like, so all the answers are Canadian, right?
Yes.
So whenever it's who wrote this book, we always just say Margaret Atwood.
There's a good chance.
I have been right.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a good chance.
Probably about a 20% chance it's correct.
Yeah, I think she has written 20% of all the books ever published by Canadian people.
Or if it was who painted this,
then it's Emily Murphy.
Emily Murphy.
Was she a painter? I should know that. Was that the group? Was that the group of 7?
I think she was one of the group of 7.
Because there's a hill named after her.
Yeah, and a park. Isn't it Emily Murphy Park?
You must have painted quite a bit then.
Yeah.
Emily Murphy, Canadian activist and author, it says.
Oh, because they had the famous 5 and the group of
She
7?
was a women rights activist. Well, I think we're looking quite foolish here. I don't know if she painted at all. Yeah, she was the one.
Did she doodle?
She is one of the famous 5, also called the Valiant 5, a group of Canadian women's rights activists that also included Henrietta Muir Edwards, Nellie McClung, Louise McKinney, and Irene Parlby. So they basically helped to fight for women to vote. But she was born in Cookstown, Ontario, and passed away here in Edmonton in 1933. So we look a little foolish there. She was not a painter.
I wouldn't
But
say
there
we look
were
foolish.
people, there's a lot of Canadians who have painted as well.
Yeah, it's just about learning, Reid.
Well, you know what they
Emily
say.
Carr, Castor
Papa
1990.
Homer, you are so learned.
Learned, son. It's pronounced learned.
Yeah, Castor 1990 in the chat.
Emily Carr.
Emily
Okay.
Carr.
No, now I got to look that up. I was lost on Monday. Didn't have my laptop.
That was a fun show. And that was a fun night.
Great
You
show.
didn't get a chance to...
You got to talk about it
Yeah.
on air Tuesday. We got to thank Bruce Simpson and his family with William Huff. They had us in the William Huff booth on Monday, so people remember we did our show from there, from field side, right along the first baseline, and then stayed for the Riverhawks game. They lost 6-5 to the Kamloops North Paws. Pretty good game, back and forth game.
3 home runs.
Yeah, I again disappointed with the North Paws logo.
No logo. It's just a paw.
And then on the hat
On
it
the
was
shoulder.
so I said on this morning on the morning show, what about a compass? But there's a little paw, or a baseball looking compass with a paw on top. There it is. Hey, Kamloops, I just designed your logo for you. You uncreative ding dongs.
A lot of people commenting on our matching shirts.
Well, they're not the exact same.
They're not
shirt.
the exact
They're
same.
actually not the exact same. I'm such a party pooper.
No, but
a lot
you're
of people
right.
would just say thank you. I have to point out they're not the same.
They're not
shirt.
exact matching
They're
shirts.
both Edmonton Sports Talk
And they're
shirts. They're
same
both
color
black.
scheme.
They're the same color, but they are not the exact shirt. It'd be like saying a bumblebee and a tiger are the same animal because they're both striped.
Correct.
Incorrect. It would be like saying that, but it would be incorrect that they're the same.
Now, this is not the shirt I came in today, and I will change out of it. This is a shirt I had to borrow.
Yes, that's true. Can we say why, or we can't
Sure,
say why?
I
I don't
think
know
you
if you
should
want.
say
I don't know
why.
if you want me to keep. Well,
I think you need
you
to.
could also explain it.
Well, no, I mean, this is a big news for the Reid Wilkins show. So for the Post Malone Jelly Roll show, both shows, we gave away tickets throughout the week. Tomorrow night, Saturday night, Commonwealth, as you all know, is a great partner of Edmonton Sports Talk. They present the Green and Gold Kickoff Show, which you'll see here at 6 o'clock with Maddie and Milne. They do a concert message prior to the show saying, hey, just in case of emergency, here's a procedure. And Reid and I had to step up. You will see us, if you're going to the show, you'll see Reid and I deliver the pre-concert message as well as the post-concert message. I think we've made it. I was saying to Reid, I dreamt as a young man to have my face on the big screen at Commonwealth Stadium. I just didn't know it would be in this way.
Right.
So that'll be fun.
It'll be cool.
I think we knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, I think we did quite a good job.
But we will take reviews. If you care to drop us a review on Monday of what you thought, we're open to it.
Side note, Emily Carr was not actually part of the group of 7.
Oh,
She's associated with the group, but she's not. It says 2 artists associated with the group are Tom Thompson and Emily Carr, though I guess they weren't actually a fit of.
So who were the group of 7?
All right, the group of 7 was a group of Canadian landscape painters from 1920 to 1933 with a like vision. Franklin Carmichael, Lorne Harris, A.Y. Jackson, Frank Johnston, Arthur Lismer, J.E.H. McDonald. How many initials do you need? Frederick Varley. And then it says A.J. Carlson was invited to join. Edwin Holgate became a member in 1930, and Lionel Fitzgerald joined in 1932. Tom Thompson is associated with the group died before its official formation. It says Emily Carr was associated with it. Doesn't say why she was actually a full-on part of it. See, this is the great thing about this show for me. We got your sports covered, and we cover whatever else happens to come up with as much accuracy as possible.
Well, we've got a fancy computer in front of us, so we should be able to be accurate.
It's all good.
Yeah, it's learning once again, Reid.
All right. Here we go with how you can get in touch with us. First of all, how you can consume us. iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, those are audio streaming apps. Excellent apps. I actually listen on iHeartRadio quite a bit. You can look up Edmonton Sports Talk. You make it a favorite. You make it a preset. Again, you're probably listening to those and saying, yes, Reid, I know how to listen to the show. I'm doing it right now. Just let other people know. Maybe you're at a dinner party. Maybe you're standing next to someone and the hors d'oeuvre tray comes by and you pick an hors d'oeuvre and you're like, oh, Edmonton Sports Talk. And they're like, what's the other person's like, what's that? You can say, we'll get it on iHeartRadio. You can get us on YouTube. Subscribe to the Edmonton Sports Talk channel if you have not done so already. You can post in the nasty chat down the right-hand side of the page, chat with us, and more importantly, with your fellow listeners. Also, give the show a thumbs up while you're there. Click the like button.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb, thumb, thumb.
All right, you can text us 780-218-9999. That is the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. I suggest you go to rivercreeresort.com. Click on entertainment. Look at the upcoming shows. Collective Soul on Tuesday. Street Heart and Lee Aaron 1 week from today. Bunch of stuff coming up in August as well. All the show information, how you can get your tickets and all that fun stuff. River Cree Resort and Casino inbox 780-218-9999. Email Reid at edmontonsportstalk.com, Jay at edmontonsportstalk.com. And we like limericks about tonight's football game. That's what we want. Limericks about the Elks facing the Riders.
Sure, I like
for your suggested limerick topic.
Shall we?
Well, I had the first two lines in mind and I forgot to finish.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I forgot how I had it.
Should I give you a topic?
Give me another topic.
Pilsner.
All right. No, I don't know. Perhaps you're wearing a watermelon on your head. You have a foam finger right beside your bed. Rider pride, heart green inside. If you chug a Pilsner, you can chug a Pilsner and sit next to your buddy Ed.
Yeah, hey, not bad.
I don't know, not bad, not great.
Not bad.
Not bad, but not great. All right, 780-218-9999, River Cree Resort.
Well, what do you think of
Casino
when you
inbox.
think of Mosaic Stadium? It's Pilsner.
Pilsner's a big
Pill
part
country.
of it. Yeah, don't they have the Pill Zone there?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if it's called the Pill Zone. The Pill Box?
May not be the best name for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, kids, you want to go to the Pill Zone with Dad?
Yeah, maybe not a great idea. All right, we better get to your afternoon headlines presented by 100.3 The Bear, Edmonton's best rock. Stream them on iHeart today. This is Chet Palmer with your sports report. Killam's crew in Flatland tonight. Saskatchewan. Easy to draw, hard to spell. You're the one in for a rough ride, Trevor. Bluebirds trying to avoid the sweep against the Rowdy Rays. Sweep? Hey, Jason Milne, is that a broomstick in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Hey, big concert coming up. Post Malone and Jelly Roll. Sounds like a wedding between a mail carrier and a donut shop worker. I'm Chet Palmer.
That's good. That's good. Jelly, a mail carrier and a donut shop worker.
That'd be quite a romance.
That would be a romance. Well, the mail carrier would be in good shape from carrying mail, so he or she could afford to eat as many donuts as they like.
Well, and here's the thing. The donut shop worker could mail an engagement ring.
Oh.
So the mail carrier actually drops off his
Parcel.
or her. I don't know which gender is asking. I know usually the man asks the woman to marry, but this can be either way.
Yeah.
the mail carrier unknowingly delivers the engagement ring to him or herself. And, the donut worker is always like, did you get anything in the mail today? Did you get anything in the mail today? And then eventually it's opened.
That's brilliant.
And
I think you just wrote part of a book.
I think I just wrote a rom-com.
I think you did. I do like how Chet said, easy to draw, hard to spell.
Well, that's not an original line, but I thought Chet would.
Where's that
would
from?
say it. The first person I ever heard say that was Ed Stelmach when I was covering something political.
Oh, wow.
And he
that's
said
great.
something about, and then I covered other things and saw other speeches he did, and that was his go-to line about whenever he referenced Saskatchewan for the first time in a speech. I mean, if it was, lighthearted enough moment, he'd always say, easy to draw, hard to spell. So
I like that.
Doesn't make sense.
Very much so.
It's quite easy to draw.
It's a rectangle. Well,
That's a
one end's a little fatter than the other.
More or less a rectangle. All right, so that was the afternoon headlines for 100.3 The Bear. Are we missing something in this segment? I haven't worked for 2 days and I'm all confused. We are the Jays on right now. They are on right now. Are they going to finally win a game, Coop? What are we at?
Let me see the live score here. Midway through the ninth, the Jays up by 2 runs, 3-1.
Huge.
Currently.
Might actually get a win, so avoid the sweep there. Still wondering if that's a broomstick in your pocket, though, Jay. So we're going to get to our off-topic topic here, and it's presented by William Huff. Great partners of the station. We mentioned being in their suite at the Riverhawks game. Since 1952, William Huff has provided industry-leading advertising solutions for thousands of valued clients. Their unparalleled customer service, combined with decades of industry expertise and a desire to make every job the very best can be, is what they call the William Huff Advantage. Visit their website at williamhuff.com or give them a shout, 780-454-4536. So I didn't tell you why I thought of this, Jay.
I want to know.
The Doomsday trailer came out for the big Marvel movie that's coming out in December. Dr. Doom is the villain, as played by Robert Downey Jr. I actually found the trailer quite underwhelming.
Wait, Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man.
He's going to be Dr. Doom.
What do you mean?
Well, he can play more than one character.
Are they in the same universe?
We don't know. That could be one of the twists that like Dr. Doom is Tony Stark in another universe, or he could just play Dr. Doom. He could just play another character, right?
I don't think you can.
Sure, you can. Chris Evans is the Human Torch and Captain America.
Does
Does anyone know who the Human Torch is, though?
There are other actors, but I think they like what Downey did with Iron Man, and now he's Dr. Doom. And maybe, again, it's going to be another version of Tony Stark.
Now, what's Dr. Doom? What's Dr. Doom's
Dr. Doom, if I remember, he's mean. He's mean and angry, and he's good with technology. And I guess he can fight and stuff, but he usually...
Sounds like a Wannick.
He's usually... He usually has people trying to do his bidding. I think his suit has powers, but basically, I got to remember now, he was friends with Reed Richards from the Fantastic Four, Mr. Fantastic, when they were younger, and something happened, and he was badly disfigured, and that's why he wears the mask, and he needs to just get back at the world. And he's the leader of a fictional country called Latveria in the comics, not Latvia. So we would like you to give us... You can pick somebody here. Well, you have to pick somebody here at EST. An Edmonton Sports Talk supervillain, the supervillain name, and the plot of the supervillain. Okay? And we'll include Jasmine. Just because I was going to say of him, but Jasmine is included as well. So the EST supervillain names and plots. For example, Dustin Nielsen, the tenderizer. He wants to change all the food in the world to chicken tenders. That's his evil goal.
Wow, that's quite.
I'm not sure exactly. I guess he'd always be trying to devise different ways, like turn all animals into chickens, and then he tries to do something else.
And his weapon of choice would be that he would be able to shoot, because Charlie Dufault, you weren't here yesterday, a listener of the show. He gifted me with the honey dill sauce from Winnipeg.
Oh, I saw you guys trying it,
right.
Yeah.
That's Dustin's secret venom. Is he shoots it.
Shoots the sauce.
Shoots the honey dill sauce out.
So that's a pretty good idea there. This one is from Benny Thompson. Hernan would be the Latino Heat.
Of course.
but he would be some sort of mob boss or guy trying to get power. And when he becomes angry enough, he can shoot flames out of his eyes. So he could maybe be having a conversation with somebody Godfather style, and this person sort of being a little defiant.
Does he give you any
and Hernan would be
hints that it's going to happen?
Well, yeah, he would intimidate you. Like he would be, you don't want to go down to the docks and see what's going on? Oh, so you'd sooner
And his face is getting red?
Just his eyes. You see a little flicker of flames in his eyes. You'd sooner face the Latino heat. And the guy's like, oh, no, boss, I'll go check it out. I'll go check it out. Whatever you say.
I like that.
Yeah.
I thought of Dr. Koob. And it's Koob, but he has arms and then like several other arms, but they're
like
just
Doc Ock?
extensions. Yeah, kind of
Yeah.
Doc Ock, but they're all Kubasaw. And he just pummels you to death with his Kubasaw arms. Right?
Meet your maker.
Yeah, there you go. You've got a tagline. I had a take on Lieutenant Eric, and I wouldn't change it. It's Lieutenant Eric, but he is like a G.I. Joe-like, but on steroids. Like his arms are rockets, and he moves around on a tank-like base, like a howitzer.
Right.
You know, he can move around. So he's Lieutenant Eric.
That's amazing.
That's pretty good.
I did come up with a name of one, and I wanted us to all spitball.
Sure.
We all know who it is. This is for Matthew Awanek. Persnickatron.
Okay, so you told me this ahead of time.
Persnickatron.
So Matthew Awanek is changing the...
he does sound like Dr. Doom. Mean and good with technology.
what do you call the cartridge? He's changing printer cartridges, or somebody else did it and the printer's working fine, but he still thinks it needs to be looked at and changed.
Yeah.
So he's changing the printer cartridges, of course, after hours. And there's like a power surge, and he like merges with like
He becomes
printer
part of the Matrix.
He becomes like partially electronic, and he's Persnickatron.
Yes.
And he goes around trying to, in his mind, correct mistakes.
Yes.
But the heroes are like, "What are you doing, dude? Like, you can't correct
love
a
it.
mistake. You're hurting other people by doing it."
You know,
well.
the first person I thought of too was Matthew, and
got?
It wasn't Persnickatron. I went with Persnickety. So he always grew up, you know, arguing the devil's advocate, taking the opposite stance and everything. But it was more than a combative response; it became a lifestyle for him. So it absorbed him so much. He has masterful perception, kind of under the skin approach. Always, you know, has to push through and
he's
can
just there to
really get
piss you
at you.
off.
He knows
Right.
exactly how to get at everybody.
Sure.
Just has this
Very
innate
tactical.
ability to push your
like
buttons.
that.
And he's very organized and sometimes underestimated in his approach. So he goes under the radar very often, but once he emerges with his power of perception, he takes the spotlight and can really get past you.
And
Yeah,
that would
okay.
be good because like Persnickatron could like meet or have a love interest as well.
Right.
And she could be as persnickety as he is. Or maybe she brings him, she tones
Or
him
she
down.
offsets them. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's pretty good. That's
It'd be
pretty
a
good.
dynamic duo.
So there it is, the off-topic topic for William Huff. Pick an EST employee, give them a supervillain name, powers, and or plot. Yeah, you get two of the three. Because I don't kind of really have powers for everybody, but like I don't know how. I think the thing is with Dustin, whenever he resurfaced, he would have a different plot to turn the world into chicken tenders. like maybe once he's going to try to turn all animals in the world into chickens. Then that fails. So then he tries to
Right.
make all the food that's already in freezers to turn into chicken tenders.
Do you think there's a way
Yeah.
he tries to take over every chicken establishment in the world so we can have ultimate chicken
and then he
control?
tries to buy them
Right.
all up.
Yes.
Tries to buy up every restaurant
Yes.
and turn them into chicken
Yes.
places. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And force the human race to only eat chicken.
right. Exactly. That's his.
I like
that's his
this.
goal.
There's something there.
780-218-9999 is the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. In about 15 minutes, Glen Suitor is going to join us. When we get back, Jay will have a couple of his keys for the Elks tonight against the Roughriders. Here's a sports update with Zachary Kubish.
battle for top spot in the West. The Elks 5-1 challenging the 4-1 Riders. Brett Boyko, Carter Kettle, Royce Mechie, and Brock Mogensen back for the Double E, having Carter O'Donnell out due to injury. Catch the Commonwealth Stadium Green and Gold kickoff show. It's Matthew Wannick, Jay Milne hitting the airwaves right here on EST. They start teeing up the game an hour before kickoff here at 6 o'clock. In baseball news, the Jays snap their slide, getting a 3-1 win against the Rays, avoiding the sweep in their 4-game series. Toronto gets back at it tomorrow against the Red Sox, and staying with the Blue Jays, Toronto signed 17 players from this year's draft class, including left-handed pitcher 21-year-old Cole Carlin. They drafted him in the first round, plus the team recalled Davis Schneider and pitcher Adam Macko from the AAA Bisons, with Patrick Corbin heading to the 15-day injured list to Columbus. In the NHL, the Blue Jackets have avoided arbitration with Jet Greaves, the two parties agreeing to a 3-year extension worth $15 million total. This sports update is brought to you by the Edmonton Elks. The Elks are bringing Commonwealth Stadium 65 million years in the past for the prehistoric party presented by Purelator Tackle Hunger. Get your tickets now at goelks.com/tickets. That game goes August 1st against the Riders. On the other side of the break, it's the keys to the game with Jay Milne and Reid Wilkins here on The Reid Wilkins Show. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
Two guys and a goalie.
I really just narrowed it down to 3 players where you kind of want significant bounce backs. So, like, for the forwards, there is really only one player, like Trent Frederick. I think for defense as well, I picked out Jake Wallman. I think that's the one most Oilers fans can single out. And then, of course, you've got the goalie who they acquired, Tristan Jarry.
Two guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
We have what you're looking for. GD Liquidators is Edmonton's one-stop shop for new and used warehouse, office, and industrial items since 1987. You'll find what you want when you want it. Give us a call, visit us in store, or check out the monthly auctions at gdliquidators.com. 100% Canadian owned and operated. We have what you are looking for. GD Liquidators.
River Cree Resort and Casino and CFCW present All Shook Up, an afternoon tribute with the King, featuring 3 of the world's best Elvis tribute artists. August 16th in the venue. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com.
River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement. Bet on it.
GCL Diesel has been serving oil country since 1972. From diesel cars to SUVs to pickups. From farm tractors to school buses to a big rig. From diesel generators to forklifts, GCL can test, troubleshoot, and repair all diesel fuel system components. Whether it's injectors, pumps, turbos, filters, or additive, GCL has the parts you need to keep your diesel running the way it should. For genuine diesel parts at wholesale prices, visit GCL Diesel in the West End or online at gcldiesel.com. GCL Diesel. Diesel understood.
The Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for any scenario. You finished work early? Happy hour. You finished work because you accidentally hit reply all to the entire company? Big happy hour. Your boss said, great job. Happy hour. Your boss said, per my last email. Ugh, emergency happy hour. You finally closed the big deal. Happy hour. With a huge selection of ice cold drinks and great food, the Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for whatever just happened at work. The Canadian Brewhouse. Your day just got happier.
Ready to raise the stakes? At Play Alberta, bigger bets and buy-ins are now available for nearly all live dealer games. From blackjack to baccarat, your favorite tables are waiting to deal you in. Whether you're kicking back at home or looking for some fun on the go, now's your chance to enhance your Play Alberta experience with new elevated stakes. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, use your game sense.
Elks at Roughriders tonight, 7 o'clock game. We have you covered here on EST right up until kickoff. I can also tell you this portion of the show presented by your Edmonton Elks. Now, we're focused on tonight's game, but as I mentioned, big rematch Saturday, August 1st with the Roughriders at Commonwealth Stadium. This is going to be the prehistoric party presented by Purelator Tackle Hunger. Real live dinosaurs. Oh, sorry. That's the wrong thing. That's my screenplay. A family favorite returns bigger than ever. Elks bringing Commonwealth Stadium back 65 million years into the past for a dinosaur-themed contest. To make the game even bigger, Purelator tackle Hunger Night, where the green and gold and their fans support local food banks, which is so we saw good turnout for that. For
yes.
the Riders games, fans rally around Purelator tackle Hunger as well. Portions of this hour presented by the Edmonton Elks.
Limerick time?
Oh, absolutely.
William Mike's beer. I see yours. We'll get to it in a bit. This one came in earlier from one VR Montenegro.
Oh, my goodness.
Pre-game rolls on as kickoff grows near. Double E fans have nothing to fear. Give it to Rankin. Deal Sask a spankin'. Pilsner, Saskatchewanese crap beer.
Oh, shots fired.
Shots fired.
Shots fired indeed. Les Sweet has a supervillain. An ESD supervillain.
Yeah, I have a couple here too.
Chet Sleight of Hand Palmer using sleight of hand tricks to secretly slip things into people's pockets and cheat his brother-in-law to keep him in debt.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my goodness.
I like that. I've one that's another character.
Okay.
From Sully. It says, Reid and the Bookbinder would be a supervillain duo that are out to rid the world of poor grammar.
That's
like very
that.
good.
I don't think there's anything villainous about that. Maybe our tactics would be villainous.
Chris Perper says, Jay Milne, villain name, The Safety. Has explosive speed and strength to deal punishing football hits. I like that.
Oh, I like that one. That's very good.
Thank you.
That's fitting.
Very.
Yeah.
Appropriate.
The off-topic topic for William Huff, the Edmonton Sports Talk supervillain name, his scheme, his plots, or her plots. You can definitely... I'll have to try... I mentioned Jasmine. I'll have to try to come up with Jasmine by the end of the show.
Mm.
The bottle server.
Just like trays of bottles that... Or what was she accused of? Was she a throat puncher or something?
Oh, I don't know.
I forget.
Rams guy Rob. YouTube Trev is Dr. Persuasion. He convinces people to have a staring contest, then convinces them he didn't blink at all, then convinces them to punch themselves in the nose. He could have some kind of mind control.
Oh, and his whole body is a taser. If you touch him, it's electrical shocked.
All right. Those are really good. We'll get more to this with the two of us later, but let's get to it here, and then Glen Suitor's coming up in about 5 or 6 minutes. Is there a major key or focus for you for the Elks tonight?
Well, it's the same as it always has been, Reid, and it's been working out pretty damn well for them thus far. The only games the Elks have lost this year, well, they lost a turnover battle.
Yeah.
And this team right now is plus 11. Do you know the second place team in the CFL is plus 6?
Who is it?
Montreal.
Okay.
So the Elks are taking care of the ball on offense and special teams, and they're taking it away on defense. That is the number one recipe to success in football.
Right.
So turnover battle is always going to be, I sound like a broken record, but so sue me. It is what it is.
Well, it's proven that's...
But I do have another key, and I actually have a third key. The Elks need to get Justin Rankin going. Look, BC found something out about Justin Rankin they did a great job. BC's front seven is the number one rushing defense in the CFL. Okay? Saskatchewan's is the 6th best rushing defense. They give up over 100 yards per game on average in the rushing category. This is a great game for Justin Rankin to get, and that whole Elks offense to get the running game back going.
Right.
And I would also like to see them include Javon Leake in that backfield, as they did at points in that, which game was that? Was that
the Ottawa game? Where he got a drive or two in the fourth quarter.
And they didn't go to it as much against BC because I don't think anything was going to work against that front seven. But get Justin Rankin going, get Javon Leake going, and if they can do both those things or get both those players going and win the turnover battle, this is a game that the Elks should win. Like I'm fully expecting the Elks to win tonight.
Am I wrong in thinking that the Elks are completely overmatched? I get the sense that for some in the Canadian football world, there's still a little bit like, oh yeah, well now the Elks have to play a real team. And I'm like, the Elks themselves are a real team. The Edmonton Elks are not perfect. I get it. Well, I got news for everybody. The Saskatchewan Roughriders are not perfect.
No.
Yes, they won the Grey Cup last year. Yes, they have built a program and a culture there under Corey Mace. But I welcome this matchup. I absolutely welcome this matchup. Okay, fine. For those of you who are convinced the Elks aren't very good, well, maybe you'll be right. I don't know, but I think this is going to be a toe-to-toe, points are hard to come by type of matchup.
At this point last year, the Elks were 1-5. Right now, they're 5-1.
What do you like?
Justin Rankin.
This is much better, everybody. Trust me.
Justin Rankin has 8 big plays. The CFL classifies big plays as 20 yards or more.
Okay.
Justin Rankin has 8 himself. Saskatchewan's whole team has 12.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's a fun stat.
That is, and it just shows you this is what you are watching, I believe, is something special. They have special playmakers on the offensive side. I mean, Joshua Cephas almost had 100 yards receiving last game. Mm-hmm. Who's that? Exactly. It's a depth receiver for this team. It's not Austin Mack, right? It's not Brendan O'Leary Orange. It's a name that, hey, they found this guy and he's contributing. And that defense, Reid, I'll keep going back to it.
We gotta talk about that.
Defense is special, but they're going to be in tough tonight. I mean, Saskatchewan's got some receivers.
We'll get into this with Glen Suitor from the CFL on TSN coming up after the break. Here's the Coop.
The Elks and Roughriders hit the field to fight for first place out west. Brett Boyko, Carter Kettle, Royce Matche, and Brock Mogensen back for the Double E with Carter O'Donnell out with injury. Catch the Commonwealth Stadium Green and Gold kickoff show. That starts at 6 o'clock right here on EST with Matthew Awanek and Jay Milne teeing up tonight's game. And Jays News Toronto signed 17 players from their 2026 draft class, including left-handed pitcher 21-year-old Cole Carlin. They drafted him in the first round, plus the team recalled Davis Schneider and pitcher Adam Macko from the AAA Bisons, with Patrick Corbin heading to the 15-day injured list. Toronto's back in action tomorrow against the Red Sox, with one game live currently in the majors. D-backs down by 2 against the Cardinals, top of the second inning. To the NHL, Columbus has avoided arbitration with Jet Greaves, with the two parties agreeing to a 3-year extension worth $15 million. It's Glen Suitor next up here on the Reid Wilkins Show. Stay tuned for that. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
The Oil Stream.
The Edmonton Oilers home and opener has been announced. It'll be the 29th of September. And then they will also play in Vancouver, because Vancouver's home opener was announced, and it will be the Oilers on the 1st of October. So it is a Vancouver-Edmonton home and home. The Oilers getting what should be nowhere close to a playoff team.
The Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
What's better than sleeping under the stars?
Sleeping inside our house?
Need extra space at home? Get it back with Sentinel Storage. Canada's choice for storage solutions with a store near you. Try 4 weeks free. Details at sentinelstorage.ca.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
River Cree Resort and Casino and CFCW present All Shook Up, an afternoon tribute with the King, featuring 3 of the world's best Elvis tribute artists. August 16th in the venue. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com.
River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement. Bet on it.
Somewhere, someone is sitting on a patio that is literally part of the parking lot. They're hot, uncomfortable, and bored. Do not be that person. The Canadian Brewhouse has a rooftop, real turf, misters, fire tables, patio games, big screens, and zero reason to be bored. This summer, your standards are higher than a parking lot, and you know it. The Canadian Brewhouse, Canada's best patios.
Looking for flooring? Paramount Flooring has it all. Sales, service, and expert installation with options for every style and budget. Open 7 days a week. We've got you covered. Quick delivery and in-stock deals. Plus, EST listeners get 10% off. Visit ParamountFlooring.ca today.
All right, hope you're having a great afternoon. We certainly are here at Edmonton Sports Talk. We are teeing up the Elks and the Riders. Jay and I are with you until 6. Jay's going to keep working at 6 o'clock. Matthew Iwanek will slide into studio for the Commonwealth Stadium Green and Gold kickoff show. Game at 7, Edmonton at Saskatchewan. Then the boys are on right after the game to break it down. We're going to look ahead to the contest by going to the Oil Country Towing Hotline. Oil Country Towing, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 roadside rescue team. Fast, safe, and reliable for over 15 years. Whether it's game day or a snowstorm, we work as hard as your favorite team to get you going. Call 780-986-6088 for all your towing needs. Love talking to this gentleman from the CFL on TSN. It is Glen Suitor checking in. Glenn, you're on with Reid and Jay. How are you doing?
I'm well. How are you guys doing? I will say right out of the gate that this is going to be a really emotionally charged football game here in Saskatchewan tonight with, what happened over the last 72 hours here.
Yeah, it's been a tough one. Jayden Dalke was a guest on this show shortly after the Riders won the Grey Cup. I had him on my show when he was a Golden Bear on 630 Ched. Jay, as you know, Glenn, is an alum of both the Golden Bears and the Wildcats, like Jayden Dalke. It's hard to imagine. It's tragic. I mean, you've been on the side of it as a player as well. I can't remember if you ever lost a teammate or anything, but it has to just be a really I don't even know how to describe the environment for the Riders. Like, it just must. Well, someone is missing, right? You just probably have that empty feeling most of the week at practice.
Yeah, and I've talked to some of the players, talked to the coaches. Most of those conversations were, short, all of which were quite emotional. The team is going to do what they can to honor the memory of Bhishma Rajaguru, the 22-year-old that was also killed with Jayden Dalke in that crash, and two young men that Bhishma was 22 and Jayden was just 30 years old that. Were basically at the beginning of their journeys, and it is very tragic, sad, and I think a lot of people lean on family, and when things like this happen, and I think that's what the teams will do tonight, and I think it'll be both teams because of the connection with Jayden with amateur football and college football in Alberta, and his family loving the Riders the way they did and him being drafted there. I think both teams are going to play with heavy hearts in this one tonight, but they're families too. It's a second family. It's a home away from home when you're in a locker room like that, and they're going to support each other and they're going to pick each other up and they're going to play as hard as they can to honor the memory of both these young men that were just great family guys. And the more we learn about Bhishma, the more we learn that he had so many great friends and was a musician and a great talented music guy. So just a tough one, but it's going to be a hard fought game by two teams, to make the transition here, which is almost impossible, but two teams that, have only lost one game.
Well, and Glenn, it's interesting in this market. Most people are obviously very happy that the Elks are 5-1, especially given the last 5 seasons. But there's a little bit of the sense that they won ugly against the BC Lions. I'm not always a fan of that term because winning's pretty beautiful when that's what you're paid to do for a living. How do you look at that? Like, do you look at winning ugly maybe different as a broadcaster than you did as a player?
Yeah, I don't agree with it either. I don't think there is such thing, really. I think some people look at it, they love offense, they love high scoring games, and if it's not that, then it's an ugly game. I come from the defensive side of the ball, so I think very differently in a lot of those cases. I love seeing a great defensive, low-scoring battle. And Cody Fajardo is an interesting fit in what you just talked about there with different ways to win. There's a lot of people saying, what are really the Edmonton Elks? Like they beat Ottawa twice, and they beat BC once without Nathan Rourke. So who are they really? And I would suggest, well, wait a minute. They also beat Montreal. Montreal's only lost one game. It was against them. And they beat Winnipeg, and they beat BC, or they went to the wire, at least to the fourth quarter with BC and Kelowna with Nathan Rourke playing. So, I talked to Cody Fajardo this week, about a lot of things, but I asked him about his formula that he talks about when it comes to winning. And he made a good example about sometimes throwing behind the sticks. And if you'll indulge me, I'll tell the folks a story, because he talked about sometimes how he gets criticized for being boring and not pushing the ball and not those big plays that are 50 yards down the field, long bombs kind of thing. And he said, but my formula to winning is being accurate with those throws that are behind the sticks. And if you're 2nd and 8 and you throw a 6-yard curl and you throw it in the right position, you give your receiver a chance to make that quick turn and get those extra 2 or 3 yards on their own and yak yards. And I went back and looked, and Cody Fajardo, in every team he's been at, has had a winning record as a starter in every team. And most of those teams, their receiving cores led in yak yards because of his high level of accuracy. So sometimes it can look, it's not real exciting football down the field, big scores, huge plays, but it's a formula for winning. So there's going to be games that are 19-17. That's going to happen in that kind of formula, that kind of thinking.
Glen Suitor joining us here on the Reid Wilkins Show. Look, you mentioned it earlier. You obviously come from the defensive side of things as a former safety yourself. I just wanted to ask you, I mean, we're a third of the way through the season, Glenn, and the Elks lead the CFL on the turnover ratio at +11. Reid and I were just talking about it. The second place team, as you know, is Montreal at +6. I mean, there's quite a gap there, which you don't generally see. What is it to you? What are you seeing about this Elks secondary and their defense in general that are making them look so special thus far through the CFL season?
Yeah, I would say that Mark Killam, who has scratched his way back to 500 here in a win-loss column, has been patient with some young players on defense. And, sometimes we're kind of victims of the moment as fans. We want that order to be at our house so we can eat immediately. And that sometimes trickles into us as sports fans. And you watch a team that's struggling and maybe has the offensive weapons to be better than they are and what their record says. And then you start to say, okay, well, their defense is the problem. And then you look at guys like J.J. Ross and Shaylin Garlands and even Terrell Ford, who has some experience but has only been a couple of years with the Elks. And then Kenneth Logan is in that too. And remember, he's basically a DB that plays in the linebacking core. So when you look across the board, their secondary and that one linebacker in Kenneth Logan, those guys are all playing together for their second year. And that first year, there was tons of adversity. In key moments, they gave up a big play and, they missed a tackle at times and things like that were happening. I'm not blaming the secondary for last year's record, but I'm saying in the back half of the season, they started to gel and you saw the record improve to a winning record. I think in the final 11, I think they were 6-5 down the stretch. And so, you go, okay, now it's starting to gel. And I've always said between offensive line and defensive secondary, you have to have great communication. You absolutely have to know what the guy beside you is doing. I often, when I'm teaching kids, guys, I talk about a chain and all the links. If you have 5 links on a chain, and if you move the chain together, it stays really strong. But if you break one of those links and move the chain in different directions, there's a huge gap. And that gap is the problem if you have you're talking O-line or defensive backs. O-line, you get your quarterback hurt, and defensive backs, you give up a big play if that chain doesn't stay together. So, I think that's the difference with this Edmonton team. They have understood what the new Mark Killam standard is and how to get there, and they're now gelling together. They've been together for 2 years. They know what each other's doing. They know how their body language. They know how to communicate properly. I think that's a huge part of it.
Glen Suitor joining us here on the Reid Wilkins Show. Look, Justin Rankin has been tremendous. But for 2 games, and BC Lions, full credit to BC. That front seven is the number one front seven in the CFL. I get it. I understand. But is this an important night for the Elks in that offense and Justin Rankin and that O-line to get that train moving in the right direction again? Because guess what? They don't face BC again in the regular season. The only team with kryptonite of Justin Rankin. Is this a big game for that offense and Justin Rankin to get going?
Well, I think it's a important step to stay consistent, and to me that means a steady diet, whether it's through the air and those little swing passes or screens to Rankin, or handing them the ball, or running a little of the RPO action, the run pass option action with Cody Fajardo, and staying consistent with it, because as the game and the season continues, the chess match is going to be ongoing. What are the new ways to get Justin Rankin involved? How can Justin Rankin and Javon Leake, who's come on in the last 2 games and made some big plays for the team, how are they going to work together? How can we, maybe play with both of them on the field at the same time? And if you're not, and they're subbing for each other, how are they uniquely different to get them the ball differently? This is all the chess match that goes on. So let's give credit to the BC Lions for figuring out a way to contain them, and maybe talking the Elks out of calling Justin Rankin plays for a while there. And now, after looking back at it and saying, you know what, we did have a bunch of Rankin opportunities, and we kind of went away from it. So we're going to go back to it. And I expect tonight that Justin Rankin will get, upwards of 15 to 20 touches. I think, because he hasn't changed. Just because the Lions contained him,
sure, right,
doesn't mean that Justin Rankin is a different player all of a sudden. Give him the ball.
Yeah, electrifying player, obviously. I'll just ask you one more here, Glenn, and thanks for being so generous with your time. I think the Elks, we were talking about the Elks defense, and then there's Trevor Harris, who you would think has seen it all and is coming off a Grey Cup championship. You talk about trying to make a quarterback uneasy or confuse him. How do you confuse a veteran quarterback? How do you make him uneasy? What's J.C. Sherritt been thinking all week?
Yeah, I don't think you can fool him. I wouldn't spend too much time, if I'm J.C. Sherritt, on let's try to trick him and disguise our coverage and hold it so long that he will be fooled, because you're going to outthink yourself and get yourself beat there. I think you go back to fundamentals. Both these quarterbacks, they're slightly different styles, but both quarterbacks are the most accurate passers in CFL history. Cody Fajardo is in first. Trevor Harris is in second. And interestingly enough, they both were mentored by Ricky Ray, who's in third.
Right.
Yeah. When it comes to accuracy with the football. So what are the ways to sort of combat that? With quick game, defensive line, hands up. So if you're at the line of scrimmage, you can't get, up the field and get to the quarterback. That's okay, but get your hands up in the throwing lane. Try to tip a ball, get your hand on it, those kind of things. Make sure if you're playing against Cody, make sure you're contained in and very gap responsible when it comes to him, because of the combination of him and Rankin. So both these quarterbacks have a high degree of football knowledge. They have their formula for winning, and they're both deadly accurate. So fundamentals, good position, hands up at the line if you can't get to the quarterbacks because they're getting it out of their hands quickly, especially Trevor. And, back to the fundamentals in tackling. When he throws behind the sticks, as we talked about, like Cody likes to do sometimes, and Trevor will do it too, when they throw behind the sticks, make a great open field tackle and hold them 2 yards short of a first down. Those are the sort of the fundamentals that you have to go to, I think, when you play against a real good team and a real good quarterback. If you try to disguise and hold that disguise and try to trick them, you're going to end up outthinking yourself and getting beat.
Yeah, I like how you put that. Glenn, love having you on the show. Thanks for doing this here as you're getting ready for the broadcast tonight. We really appreciate it. Hope we can talk to you again soon, sir.
Yeah, my pleasure. Anytime, guys. The answer is yes, always.
Oh, thank you so much. That's great to hear. Glen Suitor checking in from the CFL and TSN on the Oil Country Towing hotline. I love the way he breaks things down. Great perspective on everything. And yeah, I'm really excited for this game. 5-1 against 4-1. Elks haven't been off to this hot a start, and I think they were 7-0 1 year under Moss and then lost their next 6.
Yeah, 2017.
I think it's going to be a great game, but I like how he put that about JC Sherritt and the Elks. Don't brainstorm on things you probably can't do. But he's not saying that from a we'll give up type of perspective. It's kind of like, okay, what gives us the best chance to beat Trevor Harris? So you got to play good fundamental football. You can't give up a big play. And if he's going to check it down or throw it 3 yards short of the sticks, then you got to be there for the tackle right away.
Well, and I really appreciated that question, Reid, because it made me think. I spoke with JC Sherritt yesterday before the team left. And I said, what's the game plan here? Because this team is a double-edged sword. They can beat you with passing. They can beat you with running. And JC Sherritt said the key for us is to start with stopping the run. Mm-hmm. And I think that's a way of beating Trevor Harris because you're getting him to throw the ball a lot more than he's used to and maybe put this team in second and longs more than they would like to. This team has the best conversion rate in the CFL in second down conversions. So you want to make that distance right for second down. When a team has a very successful second down conversion rate, that means they're probably the most successful team on first down too.
Yes.
So first downs tonight in this game are going to be very important, and especially stopping AJ Ouellette in this run attack.
We'll keep talking about this. Any look ahead you want to have to the game, let us know. You can text 780-218-9999. That is the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. They got some great deals at Tap 25, including the $21.99 prime rib special. That's the prime rib special, $21.99, 7 days a week, except show nights from 11:30 in the morning to 11 at night. It is available for dine-in and takeout. Speaking of dining in, we are going to have wings here in the Canadian Brewhouse studio from the Canadian Brewhouse. The wing flavor of the month, about $4.40.
Yeah.
We're getting them brought in.
40 minutes, Reid.
And are you safe? Did you get enough for Coob and a Wannock?
I don't know.
Okay, we're gonna find. Maybe just get one wing each. No, I think
one chicken wing.
I'm pretty sure we'll be getting more than that.
Well, Pat's always so good to
so
us.
That's coming up at 4:40. We have the oil understood. We got Jay's play of the day, the words of the day for EPL a little bit later on. Here's the 4 o'clock break.
The Lock Shop.
Right off the bat, the Whitecaps are one of the best teams. I think they're second best record overall. Cincinnati, when I'm looking at them, they're 7th in the East. Of all the Canadian teams, the Whitecaps have to be the one in there because they're just so good.
Who are Nashville playing tonight?
They're hosting Montreal. Right off the bat, I also would take Nashville over Montreal too.
I believe my guy Schaufelberg plays for Nashville.
The Lock Shop, weekday mornings at 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
You've always known GCL Diesel as the experts in diesel fuel systems, but did you know that GCL is also your source for turbochargers and turbo repair? As a turbo supplier for Garrett, Borg Warner, and Wholesat, GCL can provide genuine original equipment turbos at wholesale prices. Whether it's diesel, gas, natural gas, or performance, we can provide you with the turbo or custom repair you require. Turbo questions? We've got turbo answers. Visit us in the West End or online at GCLDiesel.com. GCL Diesel, turbochargers, understood.
Looking for a delicious meal without the hassle? Head to Pasta Pantry in Sherwood Park, your home of the game day meal. From handcrafted fresh pasta with rich homemade sauces to ready-to-heat family meals, Pasta Pantry brings authentic Italian flavor straight to your table. For over 30 years, Pasta Pantry has served hot, delicious comfort food made right in our kitchen. We do it fast so you can slow down. Visit Pasta Pantry in Short Park today and taste the difference fresh makes. Pasta Pantry, real food, real fast, real good.
Kickoff is coming. Are you in? August 1st. Elks Roughriders at Play Alberta Field at Commonwealth Stadium. The prehistoric party is back and bigger than ever. Presented by Pure Later Tackle Hunger. Experience family-friendly dinosaur-themed fun all game long. All in support of local food banks. Every catch, every tackle, every touchdown. The best way to experience it is being there when it happens. Edmonton Elks. Our city. Our year. Get your tickets now at goelks.com/tickets.
Time for a new career in 2026? Or maybe your kid is still pondering their path. Good news! Weiss Johnson is hiring. It's Dennis, and not only are we hiring for heating and air conditioning, we're also looking for experienced plumbers and gas fitters. With the growth in residential development, there's no shortage of opportunities at Weiss Johnson. Choose your path with us. Learn from one of the industry leaders, and we will grow together. Receive great benefits and school reimbursement as well. Visit weiss-johnson.com today.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
The Elks are on the road in Saskatchewan, battling the Roughriders for a chance to claim and get first place in the CFL West Division. Edmonton 5-1, Riders 4-1 entering the matchup with Brett Boyko, Carter Kettle, Royce Meche, and Brock Mogensen back for the doubly. Carter O'Donnell, however, is out due to injury. Catch the Commonwealth Stadium Green and Gold kickoff show starting at 6 o'clock right here on EST. Matthew Wannick, Jay Milne hit the airwaves to tee up tonight's game. In Jay's news, Toronto, they've signed 17 players from their 2026 draft class, including left-handed pitcher Cole Carlin, plus the team recalled David Schneider and pitcher Adam Macko from the AAA Bisons, placing Patrick Corbin on the 15-day injured list. One game's live currently in baseball. Cardinals up 2-0 on the D-backs bottom third inning. Later on, we'll see the Royals and Tigers go at it with first pitch scheduled for 4:40. To the NHL, Columbus, they've avoided arbitration with Jet Greaves, with the two parties agreeing to a 3-year extension worth $15 million total. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your sports update. The second hour of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
All right, appreciate you tuning in this afternoon. About 3 hours away from kickoff, Elks against the Roughriders. Showdown for first place in the CFL West. I want to remind you the next generation of NHL stars coming back to Alberta next month. Tickets on sale now for the 2026 Hlinka Gretzky Cup in Edmonton. Visit hlinkagretzkycup.ca. Click on tickets to get a seat for a first-hand look at the future of hockey.
Well, Reid, the off-topic topic today for William Huff was the EST Supervillain names and plots. We talked about putting one together for Jasmine. Well, VR Montenegro has stepped up.
Oh, my goodness.
He named us Jasmine the Shelf Elf Slayer.
Okay.
Trying to rid the world of Christmas joy by destroying elves in disturbing ways. Her power grows as she feeds off the tears and wails of crushed children.
Does she hate Elf on a Shelf?
Apparently so.
I never knew that. Or I've forgotten.
Apparently she does not like elves.
She punched one?
Punched one.
Did Matthew just say she punched an elf on the shelf?
Yep. That's correct. Wow. Rusty Shackelford in the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox, 780-218-9999. Tater Tot and Dusty's weapon would be a honey dill dip to shoot in people's eyes.
That's pretty good.
So he's called Tater Tot.
So he could steal their chicken tenders.
Yes. It's perfect pairing.
That's pretty good. Oh, we got some creative people as usual.
Let's get to William Mike Spears Limerick. How about that?
Okay.
Saskatchewan will be buzzing. Fans drink pill by the dozens. Not sure I ever can be a Green Rider fan. Oh my. Uh-oh. As my parents are not cousins.
Oh my God.
William Mike Spears said that, not us.
Like, what are you? Oh my goodness.
Woo! Woo!
Send your limericks to Jay at EdmontonSportsTalk.com. Reid at EdmontonSportsTalk.com. I did not expect that.
Poet laureate of Edmonton Sports
Yeah,
Talk.
well,
William Mike Spears.
He's free and easy with that title, that's for sure. All right.
He might have his credentials.
It's Ray, he's Jay, it's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
Which is presented by Play Alberta. When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every day. So next time you place a wager on your favorite team, know that you're also making a difference across the province through Alberta's General Revenue Fund. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. Playalberta.ca/EST. Great little website. Must be 18 and older to play, and if you gamble, use your game sense.
Okay. Jay's play of the day is the Elks Touchdown Fiesta.
The Elks Touchdown Fiesta.
Correct.
Okay.
The Elks Touchdown Fiesta. Justin Rankin to score 2 or more touchdowns.
Okay.
Cody Fajardo to have 2 or more passing touchdowns.
No, they could be 2 Rankin. Could be 2 Rankin.
Good work there. Yes.
So
you see what I did there.
That's smart.
Once again, Justin Rankin to score 2 or more touchdowns. Cody Fajardo, 2 or more passing touchdowns. That has been boosted to a beautiful number of 567. I love that number. 567. You can go over to playalberta.ca, click on sports, click on EST specials. You'll see that as well as a plethora of other options. And Reid, always remember to use your game sense.
Okay, so that would be on the way I do the odds, the way I have it set up on my playalberta.ca and my Play Alberta app, 6.67 to 1. So that would be 20 to 3.
Oof.
Yeah, that'd be 20 to 3. Because there was somebody who says, don't quit reading it that way, Reid. You have to find the lowest, it's always whole numbers. So I think that'd be 20 to 3. 20 to 3, 20 divided by 3 would be 6.67, wouldn't it?
I can tell you right now.
If it's 6.67 to 1.
What it is.
It's almost 7 to 1. We could just say that.
It's 567 to 100. That's what.
Well, but we got to
they can't have decimal.
Yeah, we got to boil it down. No, it'd be 20 to 3. I'm pretty sure. Can we give Jay and Matt's big play of the game, or do we have to save that for the Green and Gold kickoff show presented by Commonwealth Stadium?
It's above my pay grade.
Because that one is over 12 to 1.
It's a beauty.
What's that? What Mawonic says, go for it. The Persnickatron has blessed us with his consent. Jay and Matt's big play of the game. Elks money line. What are they?
They're dogs.
Are they plus 5.5?
Well, right now they are plus 4.5.
Okay, so Elks money line, 50 or more total points in the game. Fajardo, 2 or more passing touchdowns. Rankin, over 100 rushing yards. And TJ Luther, 25 or more receiving yards.
Woo.
Now, he got more than that on one play against Ottawa, did he not? Or against BC?
I like that play.
That's a lot has to happen.
Better jump on it.
Now, what were my Rankin stats this morning? Because Lieutenant Eric was like, how do you think Rankin's going to do? So I said, I believe I said 14 carries for 81 yards, 7 receptions for 90 yards. Somebody write that down.
14.
I think Dustin wrote it down, but Dustin's gone tomorrow. Hasn't he gone to Winnipeg to eat tenders?
I haven't seen Dustin in a long time.
Well, I didn't see him in person today.
14 carries for what?
I think I said 14 carries for 81 yards.
81 yards.
So 5 per carry. Not spectacular, but good.
Below his average.
7 receptions for 90 yards. So I got him with a 170-yard game.
But that doesn't help Matt and Jay's big play.
No, it doesn't, because I have him below 100
See,
rushing
the thing
yards.
with Justin Rankin is he can pop one off for 60, 70, like 60 yards. Because he's got the speed. Not only is he extremely powerful inside, but if he hits that seam, he's gone. Nobody's catching him.
The Wannick in the Nasty Chat says it built off Rankin going off. Luther has 25 or more yards every game. Cody has 2 or more passing touchdowns in 2 of his last 3. Well, I guess against BC they did, because they only got 1 touchdown against BC. They just got the Luther touchdown, and the rest were Blanchard field goals to get to 19. Matthew Hyman. In unrelated news, Winnipeg is experiencing a shortage of tendies and honey dill.
I assume Dustin's there.
Yeah, he must be there.
Calling the game tomorrow. Calgary at Winnipeg. Boy, man, that's a line that I look at, and Calgary's a +2 dog. I love Calgary in that game. Calgary's a very good football team. Much better than their record would suggest.
2-4, lost to Montreal twice. Got swept in the home and home. Yeah, I don't know about that one. We'll see. Stealth Legend says, is the Riders' defense good? Well, you have some of the numbers. They're pretty good.
Their secondary is elite. Their secondary gives up the fewest passing yards. Better by the numbers.
Okay.
But, I mean, that's just by the numbers. They give up the fewest passing yards. Right? They give up the fewest passing yards. Their rushing defense is 6th in the CFL.
Okay.
So that's where I think the Elks can exploit this defense is on the ground game, which would be a nice break from having seen BC 2 times in the last 3 weeks where Justin Rankin was pretty much
right.
There was nothing really going on.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a great game.
I do too.
Yeah. I think it'll be back and forth. I mean, maybe one team might get a couple score lead, but I think the other team will respond. I think this is going to be a really good. I guess it's no longer an early season matchup. We're getting into mid-season.
I mean, the Elks last year were worse than the CFL in the amount of yards per game they were giving up. They were giving up almost 390 yards per game. This year, they're second in yards per game at 362. They're first in points per game allowed with 23, and they're first in the opposing quarterback rating.
Well, off the top of my head, I believe
they make quarterbacks look normal.
Well, the Elks have given up 21 or fewer points, I believe, 3 times this year.
Yeah, they're averaging.
I don't think anybody else is more than once.
Correct.
So that's pretty good.
Very good.
Yeah, game's coming up at 7:00. The Commonwealth Stadium Green and Gold kickoff show is going to be at 6, right after the Reid Wilkins show. It'll be with Jay Milne and Matthew Wannick to get you ready for the game. We'll keep talking about some of our keys to this game. Happy to hear from you as well. If you're on YouTube today, thanks for joining us on YouTube. Remember to click that thumbs up button. Give us a like. We try to get to 100 thumbs for every show. Put some positive vibes out into the atmosphere for the Elks tonight by giving us a thumbs up. As you know, Jay, I was gone the last 2 days, so I just quickly want to tell this story because I found it oddly funny and uncomfortable in the moment. As regular listeners,
are you talking about the one you told me about?
Yes.
Okay, I'm so happy you're telling this because I just can envision this story brings such a descriptive picture to my brain, and I got to be honest too.
Yeah,
I had to laugh.
Well, I kind of was laughing to myself, even though it was uncomfortable. So, as regular listeners to the show might remember, in April of 2025, I had retinal detachment in my left eye, and I had surgery. So, the impact of this will be ongoing in my life. I mean, I'm not blind or anything, but they got to keep checking my eyes a little more often than usual because of this. And they have to make sure my right eye remains healthy because if this ever happened in both eyes, that would really cause some vision impairment. So in order for them to really look at your retina, you go to the optometrist or you go to a retina specialist and you get drops in your eye that dilate your pupils. Mm-hmm. I've seen myself in this situation. You look like a cartoon character, like with huge pupils. They just, regardless of the light in the room or the environment, your pupils are as big as they can get.
Right.
So they put drops in. It takes, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes. And then, so yesterday the optometrist, they kind of put a contraption with a light on their head and they hold a magnifying lens and they say, okay, look as far as you can to your left, look down, look up. And they can see right into your eye because the pupil is so big. And, they have the lens and that's how they take and you also get a map of your retina, like you look into a machine and you get to look around and they take pictures. So that's sort of the exam that I go through, and I'll probably have to go through this every year or two just to make sure things are okay. So I'm at the optometrist about an hour and a half, and luckily it's in my neighborhood. Like my block home, my walk home was like 2.5 blocks maybe. So, but yesterday it was quite a nice day and it was extremely bright. So when I stepped outside and your pupils remain dilated for a few hours, like 3 or 4 hours, like you're told not to drive because, you can't see normally, like everything kind of has an aura around it and your eyes are quite watery. So I stepped outside in the bright sunlight and I almost fell over.
You were blinded by the light?
I was blinded by the light. It was, how sometimes you watch like a science fiction movie and to make like an alien planet look hot, you can just tell they just irised up on the camera to let all the light in.
Sure.
I was like, whoa, like everything was just washed out. Like it actually hurt, like that feeling in your eyes when it's like really bright. And I didn't have sunglasses and even a hat might have helped. So like I walked home like
Did you do this?
Yes, I actually used my hand to shield my eyes just a little bit. So it was, and I was kind of like, why didn't I at least bring a hat? Like, what am I doing? And then I remember thinking, like, I'm glad this is a short, like, if I had to walk even 15 blocks home, I probably would have had to duck inside to a store every few blocks to get over it.
You could have called me. I would have been there. Like, that.
Well, I mean, I was fine. Castor says, I just had my pupils dilated last month because I'm at risk for a retinal detachment. I have to get it done every year. Yeah, fair enough. McDiesel put a little picture of a vampire. And Bob in Lloyd says, revved up like a deuce.
Blinded by the light.
Oh, that's all part of that. I was like, what is that coming from? Okay.
Who sings that? Blinded by the light. Revved up.
Blinded by the light.
I can't remember. Who is it? Waddick?
Manfred Mann's Earth Band.
Oh, Manfred Mann. Didn't they do Diddy?
What's that?
There
Like
she was just walking down the street singing diddy dum diddy do. Yeah. Is that Manfred Mann?
Dum diddy dum.
Yeah, Coob's all over it. Coob's all over it.
Spirits in the Night. Davies on the Road Again. Runner. Those are the songs that come up.
What are you doing now, Coop?
I don't know. I'm just naming songs. I don't know if those
you're
are
just
the
naming
songs.
songs. I thought you were naming
So
more lyrics.
what's the name of that song? Do a diddy diddy dum diddy do? Do a diddy.
No, it's called Do a Diddy. I thought it was called Do a Diddy.
Manfred Mann.
Yeah.
Oh. Manfred Mann's Earth Band or Manfred Mann?
It just says Manfred Mann. There she was, just walking down the street singing. What would you do if you saw a woman walking down the street just going, do a diddy diddy dum diddy do?
Yeah. Where did that come from?
You'd be like, okay, I'm going to go the other way.
Guess the song is real.
Yeah.
It's not a fictional
Snapping
song.
her fingers and shuffling her feet. I guess this woman they're
She's just
referring
happy.
to is having a great day.
She's chipper.
She's having a great day.
She's upbeat. Yeah. Nothing wrong with being upbeat.
And then she looked good. She looked fine. Looked fine.
Oh, yeah.
She looked good. She looked fine. And I nearly lost my mind.
Yeah.
So then before he knew it, she was walking next to him singing Do a diddy diddy dum diddy do. Holding his hand just as natural as can be.
She just, this is how she picks up.
I guess they fell in love over Do a diddy diddy dum diddy do.
Men.
Then they walked to his door and they kissed a little more, Reid.
Oh my goodness. Now it's getting saucy. This is not appropriate for the Coob.
No.
No, we're in the no Coob zone here.
Oh, wedding bells are going to chime eventually.
This is rated K for Coob. You can text us, of course, using the afternoon inbox, 780-218-9999. Check out the River Cree mobile app. It's free to download. You can get exclusive offers and promotions. You can get show tickets. You can make reservations for hotel rooms and restaurants. It is safe, secure, and it is easy to use. Okay, we have the Oil Understood coming up. We are getting wings in about 20 minutes. Mango jalapeno, the wing flavor of the month from the Canadian Brewhouse. I haven't had them yet this month. Have you?
No.
So we're looking forward to trying these. More on the Elks and the Riders as we move along. Here's a sports update with Captain Coob.
The Edmonton Elks are on the road against the Roughriders in Saskatchewan. The Double E 5-1 entering the game. Riders 4-1 on the season. Brett Boyko, Carter Kettle, Royce Mechie, and Brock Mogensen back for the Green and Gold, having Carter O'Donnell out with injury. Catch the Commonwealth Stadium Green and Gold kickoff show. Matthew Wannick, Jay Milne set you up for the game, with coverage starting at 6 o'clock only on EST. In Blue Jays news, Toronto, they've signed 17 players from this year's draft class, including left-handed pitcher Cole Carlin, who they drafted in the first round, plus the team recalled Davis Schneider and pitcher Adam Macko from the AAA Bisons, placing Patrick Corbin on the 15-day injured list. Currently in baseball, just one game's live. It's a 2-1 lead for the Cardinals against the D-backs. Top of the fourth inning into the NHL. Columbus has avoided arbitration with Jet Greaves, the goaltender. And the Blue Jackets agreeing to a 3-year extension worth $15 million. This sports update is brought to you by Say the Reid Sport Medicine. Connor McDavid has a team of specialists, and you've got a bag of frozen peas. At Say the Reid Sport Medicine, you get the same locker room approach that's trusted by the best in the game. Call them at 780-460-9977 or visit their website at saythereidsportmed.ca to book an appointment today. The conversation rolls on here on the Reid Wilkins Show following the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric.
Marshall Ferguson, CFL on TSN.
I mean, heck, guys, I was covering the Philpott Bowl last week. During the pregame introductions, they're like, number 85, Jalen Philpott, and the crowd popped. Like, with my headset on, and I took my headset off, I'm like, oh my God, did they just actually, like, lose their minds in a pregame introduction? That never happens in the CFL. So, homegrown heroes, to me, the Alouettes have probably got 2 of the top 5 when it comes to Tyson and Davis Alexander right now. It's just the reality.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric, weekday mornings 6 to 9, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton.
Ready to raise the stakes? At Play Alberta, bigger bets and buy-ins are now available for nearly all live dealer games. From blackjack to baccarat, your favorite tables are waiting to deal you in. Whether you're kicking back at home or looking for some fun on the go, now's your chance to enhance your Play Alberta experience with new elevated stakes. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, use your game sense. At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
Grandpa, what's this?
That's my opening day ticket to the first ever Blue Jays game.
Wow, you kept it all this time?
Of course, some things you treasure forever.
Keep your treasure safe with Sentinel Storage, official storage partner of the Toronto Blue Jays. Try 4 weeks free. Visit sentinelstorage.ca for details.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
All right, thanks a lot for joining us this afternoon. Elks Riders tonight at 7. We're getting you ready on this show, and then at 6 o'clock, it's Matthew Awanek, it's Jason Milne, the Commonwealth Stadium Green and Gold kickoff show. Then they are on right after the game with the Commonwealth Stadium post-game show, as when this one ends, somebody's going to have 2 losses, and the other team will have just 1. And we know that for sure because there cannot be a tie in the Canadian Football League, which is pretty cool. I just noticed this. They still have the tie column on the CFL standings page. Should that not be eliminated? Another note to the CFL about their website. If you don't have ties, do not have a tie column on your website. Is there any way it could be a tie? Like if there was a weather...
Yeah,
they'd finish it the next day, though, wouldn't they? Or they'd finish it the next time the 2 teams played.
I don't know, like unforeseen circumstances, Reid?
I guess maybe it'd have to be...
Like a prolonged delay?
CFL weather protocol. I'm double-checking it. This is, again, we had no idea we were going to talk about this. It just popped into my head. If the... Okay... So calling the game, if there is a stoppage greater than 60 minutes after the game becomes official at the 7:30 mark of the third quarter, the game shall be considered final. 2 points will be awarded to the leading team. In the event of a tie, each team will receive a point. So if there was a weather delay past the halfway point of the third quarter, and the game was tied, it would be considered a tie. Having said that, this I don't know if this has been updated, because if there's a tie, if they play each other again, I guess after this, it's before the 7:30 mark of the point of the third quarter where they have provisions. So I guess if it was 28-28 and a thunderstorm shut down the game with 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter and they didn't resume it, it would be considered a tie.
That would be a very CFL thing to have happen.
There'd still be a tie after they eliminated ties. After they eliminated ties, but there was still a tie.
That would be a great trivia question.
Right, so you're teaching young Jablonski about the CFL
well, at least
30 years.
At least Benny and Coob would be around for that.
In what year did the CFL eliminate ties? And they'd go back and they look back at the standings and we go, in 2026, there was a tie. So it wouldn't have been that. It was no, it was actually before the 2026 season. There was still a tie. Okay. So it still could be a tie. Still could be a tie. Unlikely, but possible. I just wonder if it was tied, if they would finish that game using this special weather protocol shootout format they have next Saturday. Maybe they would do that.
Oh, electric. You know what? When I make my, I feel like this is going to be a tight game. Like last year, the Elks and the Riders split the season series. The margin of victory was 2 points.
So the Elks lost. I don't remember the game in Regina last year.
Yeah,
it was Cody's first game. First game as a starter.
Oh, first game as a starter.
Yeah, and then the game. I said this morning I was wrong with my recollection. Well, I said, I don't remember the exact number. Remember last year I looked it up because the Riders, I think they ran 18 plays after the 3-minute
warning. Yeah.
The Elks hit that long pass to Hilaire that helped them get a field goal. Saskatchewan scored on the last play of the game, went for 2 to tie it, and were stopped. So the Elks won last year at Commonwealth by stopping a 2-point conversion that would have first forced overtime. It was 27-25. I know this is a horrible parallel to draw. The Elks went into that game having just lost the owner of the team. That was the week Larry Thompson passed away. Now the Riders going into this game having just tragically lost one of their players, Jayden Dalke, going into this game. But anyway, a tie is possible. So I guess they got to keep that tie column in the standings. This game, there could still be a tie in the CFL if the weather gets in the way. Unlikely, but possible.
Unlikely, but possible is the best way to describe it. Yes.
Here is the Oil Understood. It is presented by GCL Diesel, providers of the best diesel engine components around. From turbochargers to injectors, fuel pumps to sensors, they are the critical engine component experts. Proud to serve Edmonton and Northern Alberta for over 50 years and now a partner of Edmonton Sports Talk and the Reid Wilkins Show. GCL Diesel. Diesel. Understood. The note from the hockey world today is that Patrick Kane is back with Chicago. 2-year deal, $16 million, right? $8 million per year. Not bad to join a Chicago team that's trying to build back up again. What did Bedard get a few days ago? $15 million?
15, yeah.
$15 million per season. So now Patrick Kane will turn 38 about a month and a half into the season on November 19th. He will turn 38. Let's just look at this for context, though, in terms of how he can potentially contribute to a team. Last season, he played 67 games, didn't quite make the full season, had 57 points. Do you know where Patrick Kane would have ranked on the Oilers in scoring with 57 points?
Oh. Fifth?
He would have been fourth.
Fourth, yeah.
How about that?
Right.
McDavid 138, Draisaitl 97, Bouchard 95. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins played 72 games, had 56 points. So Nuge played 5 more games than Kane. Kane had 1 more point. Now, Hyman obviously missed about a third of the season. He played 58 games, had 52 points. But that's some pretty interesting context. That Patrick Kane, over the hill, past his prime, well, maybe not really. Because you could still put him on. Let's see where he would have been on the Avalanche just for fun.
But it's $8 million a year, I guess.
I mean, Patrick Kane would have been 5th on the Avalanche in scoring with 57 points. McKinnon 127, Natchez 100, McCarr 79, Brock Nelson 65. Then it would have been Patrick Kane. I mean, I know this is a bit of a what if. But he's still basically in the top quarter of the league when it comes to scoring. So sure, you're going to get $8 million for that.
And I guess Brock Nelson, he's making 7.5.
Right.
But I mean, if you look at Nuge for his production, I mean, he's making 5.125.
Who won the cup? Carolina?
Yep.
Okay. Who's a player in Carolina? Aho. Where are we here? Carolina Hurricanes. Patrick Kane would have been 5th in scoring on the Carolina Hurricanes. Aho 80, Ehlers 71, Svechnikov 70, Jarvis 66. So I think we've checked 3 teams, so we can safely say Patrick Kane is certainly a second line player, and some of these teams will have defensemen above him like Bouchard and McCarr.
I mean, when you look at that, though, and you hear 2-year deal, $16 million, did you not immediately think that was a little bit excessive for that age of a player?
Yeah, I guess, but he's still productive. I mean, I guess the fear is what if he really drops off?
Well, and that's why I was kind of surprised they didn't do the Jonathan Taves bonus late in contract.
I guess the difference with Taves, though, he was coming back from missing time. Tampa Bay Lightning. Patrick Kane would have been 5th in scoring behind Kucherov, Gensel, Hagel, and Radish. Now, Braden Point, 50 points, missed a bunch of the season, played 63 games. But when you just look at his point production, that's $8 million these days.
Yeah, I guess that solves that mystery. Like I said, you could. I thought you would have had some more bonuses in there. Like maybe it's a salary of $5 million plus the ability to make an extra $3 or $4 million in bonuses,
like games played, playoff appearance, something
playoffs,
like that.
Rounds of playoffs, that sort of thing.
Right.
But he probably knows that they're probably not there yet, so wanted to get the hard money.
And look, we've seen older players look at Corey Perry. Everybody wants him. He seems to play on 2 or 3 teams per year. Well, maybe not quite. But I mean, Patrick Kane can still play. Like guys don't really. I think they don't lose the hands and the offensive instincts, but they might lose some of the explosiveness and the speed.
A step. Yeah.
I mean, Corey Perry, we saw him here on the Oilers for a couple playoff runs. He was not a fast skater but when he was around the net, he knew what to do with the puck. He could still put it away. He could still keep it alive.
That's a fair point.
He could still pass it. He wasn't going to blaze by any, and that was maybe never really his game. But if you watched him skate, you were like, well, okay, is he going to get there? But the hands were still there. He still finished.
Sure.
I mean, Patrick Kane, he had 59 points the previous year. He's probably going to get between 55 and 60 points again. Wouldn't you think?
Yes, I do, but just barring injury, barring something unfortunate coming up. That's my only concern is at his age. I mean, he's going to finish his contract at 39 years old.
Right.
Now, the idea, there is the storyline behind it as well. The prodigal son returning home to, be the shoulder to rest on for Connor Bedard. Okay, I get that. And by all accounts, I mean, Ben Pope was on the EST Afternoons with Hernan and Joaquin. It sounds like Blackhawks fans are ecstatic about it.
Well, I'm sure they are.
Right?
I wonder, and especially if the league expands, which they probably will at some point, but it's been at 32 teams. How long has Seattle been in now? 4 years? How much longer are offensive players going to hang on? And there'll still be and plus there'll still be jobs for them.
What do you mean hang on?
Well, like, hey, I could retire, but I can still get 55 points.
Right, there's still a need for me.
I could still make another $20 to $30 million over the next 3 years.
I think it all depends on your body. Like I think a lot of players leave the game because their body says they need to.
Right.
If your body's there, I mean, why not? Look at Ovechkin. He's still going. He's still producing.
Right.
Benny said something the other day, like throughout the entire season last year, he took 3 or maybe even less defensive draws in total. Defensive zone.
Oh, yeah, they never put him out in his own end if they can help it. Yeah. I think it was 1.
1. It could have been 1, yeah.
1 already, yeah.
Astonishing.
Yeah, Kane will be 39 when the contract expires.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't he? Or what is he turning?
Yeah, 39
when
the contract expires.
He's turning 38 in November. So, yeah, he'll be 39 when the contract expires in a couple summers. Anyway, interesting. Who's going to be the oldest guy on the Oilers this year?
Ekholm?
Would have to be Ekholm, eh? Perry's obviously gone. Been gone.
The oldest forwards are Zach Hyman, 34.
Who's older? Hyman's older than Nuge. Yeah. Is Hyman going to be the second oldest player?
Yes. Behind Matthias Ekholm.
Well, what about Anderson?
Frederick Anderson and
who's older, Anderson or Ekholm?
I don't know their birthdays. They're both 36.
Okay.
It's going to come down to days.
So Anderson, Ekholm, and then
Hyman.
And then Hyman.
And then Nuge and Matthias Janmark.
And Janmark would be up there as well.
Yeah.
I guess Henrique would have been up there.
And Connor Murphy, 33, as well as Matthias Janmark and Nuge.
Okay, they're all 33?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hyman's 34.
Hyman plays like a younger man, though.
He does. He looks like a young man. Must have a great skincare routine.
He really does. 780-218-9999 is the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Remember, if you have us on YouTube this afternoon, please give us a thumbs up. Let's try to get to 100 for the Elks game coming up tonight at 7. Put some positive energy out into the universe for their showdown with the Saskatchewan Roughriders. We are going to eat. When we get back, Canadian Brewhouse Studio, we'll have Canadian Brewhouse wings, the wing flavor of the month. I think Pat is here and has them ready to go. That's coming up.
Battle for first place In the CFL West Division, Elks on the road battling the Riders. Brett Boyko, Carter Kettle, Royce Meche, and Brock Mogensen are back for the Double E, having Carter O'Donnell out with injury. Catch the Commonwealth Stadium Green and Gold kickoff show. That goes at 6 o'clock right here on EST as Matt Owanek and Jay Milne tee up tonight's contest. In Blue Jays news, Toronto, they've signed 17 players from this year's draft class, including left-handed pitcher Cole Carlin. Plus, the team has recalled Davis Schneider and pitcher Adam Acko from the AAA Bisons, having Patrick Corbin head to the 15-day injured list. A pair of games are live right now in the majors. D-backs doubling up the Cardinals 4-2 bottom fifth inning and top of the first. It's runless between the Royals and Tigers, with Toronto back in action, opening a series against Boston tomorrow. To the NHL, Columbus has avoided arbitration with goaltender Jet Greaves. The two parties agreeing to a 3-year extension worth $15 million. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and the surrounding area for over 30 years. Windsor Plywood Leduc has doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course, plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff today at Windsor Plywood Leduc. We test out the Canadian Brewhouse Wing Flavor of the Month. Up next here on the Reid Wilkins Show, I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
The EST Hangout.
You got 5 games on the Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
Oilers.
I love that back-to-back. I love that.
Ready for this.
I think you'll be good.
You're not ready.
I know.
The schedule coming out, I always love looking at schedules, but I'm thinking like September 29th, and like that's just like
too soon.
That's a little over 2 months away, and we're back at the rink.
Yeah.
Usually be preseason.
We haven't had good summer yet.
I know.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences. Plus, all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom. And from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
Ready to raise the stakes? At Play Alberta, bigger bets and buy-ins are now available for nearly all live dealer games. From blackjack to baccarat, your favorite tables are waiting to deal you in. Whether you're kicking back at home or looking for some fun on the go, now's your chance to enhance your Play Alberta experience with new elevated stakes. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, use your game sense.
Grandpa, what's this?
That's my opening day ticket to the first ever Blue Jays game.
Wow, you kept it all this time?
Of course, some things you treasure forever. Keep your treasure safe with Sentinel Storage, official storage partner of the Toronto Blue Jays. Try 4 weeks free. Visit sentinelstorage.ca for details.
2 guys and a goalie.
Greatest Blackhawk of all time. I've got Stan Mikita, because I know a lot of people say Jonathan Taves, Duncan Keith, Bobby Hull, Glenn Hall, but is Patty Kane, is he the greatest Blackhawk of all time?
I'm trying to think of who we did with the Mount Rushmore things. It's hard to argue that he wasn't. I mean, he played with such great players. You just mentioned the 2 that I would put up there.
2 guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
All right, it is an Elks game day. First half of a home and home against the Saskatchewan Roughriders. 7 o'clock game. We have had coverage all day here on EST, and it will continue with the Commonwealth Stadium Green and Gold kickoff show at 6 o'clock. This is with Jason Milne and Matthew Owanek. Then they're on right after the game for the Commonwealth Stadium post-game show. This is, of course, the Canadian Brewhouse studio, and coming in from the Canadian Brewhouse, I always forget your title. I just call you all around good guy. Pat Keddy's here.
I feel like a good guy is a good way, but I'm a regional sales director for all the people that care about titles.
For Alberta, for Northern Alberta?
Northern Alberta, some BC, but I hook up everything across Canada, same as my partner Robbie, so we don't say no.
So now, did the brew? Where did it start again?
North side.
Started in Edmonton. What's the original location?
97th Street.
The one 97th?
No. 156 and 107th Ave, right across from the wholesale there. Or St. Pete's, if anyone knows
the old,
it.
yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so just
that
there.
used to be a Nickelby's.
It used to be a Nickelby's. And then us, And then 97th Street, Ellerslie, Sherwood Park, and then next thing you know,
They're everywhere.
we have 100 locations, 5
And you got
brands.
the Ice House. Okay,
And
can I ask you a very corporate world question? Because I know from having worked in broadcasting for a long time, and I worked for a very large broadcasting company, like the brand was very important, and then you have to adopt that as a host, right? And sometimes I'd find myself teaching that to younger people at the station. Like, for example, on Chet, if I can talk about that for a second, I did not host the pregame show. I hosted the face-off show. And even here, it is not the Elks pregame show. It is the Green and Gold kickoff show, and it's now presented by Commonwealth Stadium. So for you guys to say, we're going to have a location and we're going to call it the Ice House, like, did all the big brains at the top of the company have to say, like, do we really want to do that? Do we want to be the Canadian Brew House in Ice District? Like, you know what? Maybe you can't share this, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think what ended up happening was all the brains and the executives got together, crushed probably 150 dangles, and realized we can't open up a Canadian brew house in the Ice District and expect everyone to be wowed. So what they chose was a little bit of mixture of our company name, which was Canadian Brew House. So they took the Canadian, they took the house, and we're an Ice District. So, what better name than calling it the Canadian Ice House?
It works perfectly. I just wondered, like,
That's how they do it.
They probably really had to think about it.
Thought about it, and it probably took them about 150 dangles or some woodsies or a couple pints, a trip to Vegas or two.
Now, what have you brought us today?
I got you July's wing flavor, which is mango jalapeno.
Okay, I'm trying it without sauce.
And
Me too.
The ranch is the dip. Got some veggies for all you veggie eaters there. And then, another one of these amazing wings. We grill them before we dip them in the fryer. So you get those grill marks. I'm a big dude. I don't really like spiciness as much, but these ones give the perfect kick. You're not jumping to the cold beer.
Uncomfortably spicy.
Yeah. So, and again, another one of those sauces invented, made, designed, executed by our amazing culinary team.
These are really good.
Yeah. So we got to switch it up. We got to get creative, right?
Yeah, I'm super impressed.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to. What's the flavor that jumps out to you? It's like I think it's the sweetness.
I mean,
of the mango.
there's a bit of a kick, like you get a bit of a tingle.
There's a little tingle, but just perfect enough that you're like, I want another.
Yeah, they're not.
I want another.
They're not like
Yeah.
I hate stuff that's so hot.
Yes.
That you're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I have to eat it, but
Like our Johnny Cash or death sauce that we have.
Well, but some
That's
people
craziness.
like those.
Oh, people live and breathe
Yeah,
those.
like you'll have probably people come in and be like, "What's the hottest wing you have?"
Yeah. It's Chase at Trickstar there. They just ran a wicked event, but he makes the death sauce and the Johnny Cash sauce at home. He's that hardcore.
Sorry, who's this?
Chase. He helps organize and orchestrate the Great Outdoor Comedy Fest.
Oh, okay.
He messaged me earlier this summer and he's like, "How do I make my own death sauce?" I'm like, "You actually want to have that in your house?" Like, I feel like I wouldn't want that spiciness in my house. But I like sweet, spicy.
Aren't there some peppers you're not even supposed to handle without gloves?
Yeah.
Is that the habanero or what are they called?
They're on levels, I think, right? The peppers,
that
aren't
Scoville
they?
thing?
Yeah,
Right.
something a little crazy like that. But I don't know how people do it.
But these are wonderful.
These
Right?
are exceptional.
Yeah, these are really good.
It's a little sweet, and then right when you're like, man, there's not even a really kick. Gives you a little bit of a kick, and away you go. Take a sip of a beer. Take a sip of a vodka. Dangle. Goes right
look at
down the
this.
chute.
This is really good.
You brought me a beer.
Oh, Jay's got a pint going right now.
Yeah, gotta have a little beer or something, you know.
Cheers.
These are really good.
These are
I'm very impressed. Like the food at the brew house overall. I mean, we're lucky to have the wing flavor of the month, but there's so many good options there.
Yeah. Sometimes I wonder why we have that many items. But then I go in there and I order something and I'm like, haha, fuck, thank God we have this many items.
Right. And Coop, did you get some too? You might eat his later.
Yeah, I'll
With
save
the
it for
Scottish
later. I
cheese.
want to get right into it. Yeah.
I'm surprised they're not gone already.
I'm hungry.
Coop
He
inhales
eats like a horse.
Yeah.
I do. I eat a lot.
All right. So the wing flavor of the month, and we've been talking about it ever since we started the show.
Yeah.
Are you at liberty? Sorry, I got to take a bite of a wing.
Do it. And the answer is yes, I
Will
am.
you let River read the discussion? Can you tell us the August wing flavor of the month?
Listen, I had to go right to the top, get the approval.
Oh boy.
And this actually might be, and I've worked with the company for 14 years, preached everything and anything about us. This actually might be the most excited I am about a wing flavor of the month. And I never get excited at all.
You're like me.
Bourbon peach.
Really? Oh, wow.
Bourbon peach. So I'm not looking at the recipe because I just want to try it.
Okay.
I don't know if it's going to be spicy or sweet or if it's going to get me drunk or if it's not. You know what I mean?
Wow.
You hear bourbon peach. I don't know what you originally think of, but there might be a little spice. There might be a little kick, or it might just be.
I'm intrigued. Yeah. I want to know.
I think that sounds really cool.
Yeah.
Because
But it
I'm
should be
not
good.
a big cocktail person, but like I like whiskey sours. Isn't bourbon the alcohol in that?
I think so.
Whiskey.
Whiskey.
But I think it's bourbon.
The bourbon and food goes hand in hand. Cooking with it, right? People cook with bourbon all the time, but I don't know how this one. I feel like this one's going to be just a sweet.
Well,
peachy,
bourbon I think is sweet,
tasty.
right?
I think that's a great idea.
And especially when you flambe it, and
Yeah.
you'll burn that off. You'll be left with that sweetness.
Yeah.
Which with peach,
You
I mean,
crushed yours.
they're done.
They're gone. They're gone.
I was trying to see if I could set a show record.
They're gone.
Yeah, you might have to talk now more so I
They're-
can finish.
Oh, these are fantastic.
These are,
Pat.
They're gone.
I haven't eaten for 3 days. Just
Who
to
comes
save
up with this, Pat? Like you said, you went to the top. Like, is this? Do you leave this up to your chefs, like you know your team, or is it just somebody thinks, hey, this would be cool?
So, one of my favorite things about the brew house and just working for them is they do ask the staff. It doesn't matter if you're an ace or a porter or a dishwasher. They always ask your advice, your opinion,
like ideas,
right?
yeah.
They just want ideas because sometimes you get something out of it. You're like, holy smokes, right? But the top executives and the chefs in our company, PJ, Keisha, Dunner, Wheels, they kind of go together. They decide this months in advance. They maybe do 2 or 3 months in advance. They taste it. They have wing tastings at head office all the time. We have about 45 staff working. So
Where's the head office again? Is it here?
South side, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, just south of Ellerslie.
But you are just you are across the country.
We are Canada.
But Alberta's there's a lot.
Edmonton owned and operated. Edmonton is where you guys call home.
Yeah. Owned by Edmontonians, built by Edmontonians. So, but yeah, so they get together and then they pick like 50 flavors and then they offer it up. Like we supply lunch to all our staff at the office every day. So when they're doing this, they'll offer up to staff and then be like, okay, we need votes, we need feedback. So, but the main top go-getters, Alex Dunn, Mike Wheeler, Keisha, and PJ kind of take over that kind of tasting and flavors.
If you read,
these are good
because like that's
These are
always
really good.
You know when I make chicken wings at home
For sure.
and I always like to dabble and try different flavors together. I would say one of my most regular flavors that I like to include is dill.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I love the dill. I just like what dill, brings to a chicken wing especially. And then when you mix it with the ranch, it's just a natural.
Yeah.
It's naturally beautiful.
Well, on our menu, we have 2 different types of dill wings. We have double dill.
I'd be a double dill guy.
Which is straight wings tossed in double dill seasoning, as much as you possibly can coat it. And then we have spicy dill, which is you toss them in hot sauce, you sprinkle dill on the top, you got spicy dill pickle wings. So you're not wrong. Dill is taking over. There's a lot of items, a lot of things in the world that pickles is a big thing. Doesn't matter what kind of pickles you use, but it is a thing. We have it in our Caesar, the dill pickle Caesar.
I saw dill pickle Cheeto balls.
Yeah. So it's you don't know what's taken over, but anything dill wise is taking over.
Pat, I really like what you're talking about, including all levels of staff and in the tasting and the idea process. What I've started doing the last 2 or 3 years, if I go out to eat, is I will say to the server, what's your favorite thing on the menu? Because I figure they've tried everything.
For sure.
And then usually when I ask them that, they will give their favorite and they will give the most popular thing that gets ordered.
Yeah.
Right? But I love that you include them. So if there's a wing flavor of the month, they'll have tried it. They won't say, well, it's only June 3rd. How could I ever tried it? They're like, no, they already tried it leading up to and can tell you what it tastes like and how much they liked it.
Yeah.
Like, I love that the brew house does that.
And they should be lying either way, because if they didn't taste it, there's a checklist at the expo line that tells you exactly what it tastes like. So they should doing it. But our staff is our best customer, right? At the end of the day, they eat there, they drink there, they work there. They're our best customers. So they got to give that feedback, or else we won't be around.
Okay, so Taste of Edmonton.
Taste of Edmonton.
Now, how many different brands under the umbrella are currently at Taste of Edmonton?
So shout out Keisha. She's actually the new Pat down there. She's been killing it from the get go, sweating in this heat, smoke, and I usually have like a 1A helping me. She does not have a 1A, so big shout out to Keisha. But we have 3 brands down there. We have the Ice House, we have the Banquet, and we have the Brew House. We have Ribeye, the Banquet, and the Brew House. And it's busy. It is busy, busy, busy. The sun isn't holding people back. The smoke isn't holding people back. They did have a little bit of rain on the weekend, but we have 3 brands. Most people do one brand there. They come in, they set up in one afternoon, they leave. Keisha's there 3 days before. She's there 2 days after. She's ordering, prepping, everything you can think of for 3 brands, and she's killing it. And our staff there, dynamite. A lot of our staff are working their shift and going to work. Or going to taste.
Wow. That's awesome.
And it gives our staff extra hours this summer, but also, what I tried to do, and Keisha also adopted that, is we try to get some kids to work. Hockey players, friends and family that we know, trying to get their first job, get their foot in the door. So they're plugging away there, but it's hot. Those tents are hot.
Okay. First of all, awesome. But I'm just thinking about food.
Okay.
Okay. So Brewhouse has I had the spinach dip.
Yeah.
I believe, does Banquet have the buffalo mushroom caps?
They do.
Oh, those are good.
They do.
And they're fun to eat.
They are.
And then
shareable.
Oh, very
and
much
everybody
so.
loves
why
them.
would you share them?
But you can also get it with no hot sauce. So if somebody's like they're too spicy, you get them with no hot sauce.
And then I haven't got it yet because I get it at the brew house. So I assume there's I think Ribeye has the jalapeno.
Ribeye has jalapeno.
The bacon wrapped jalapeno.
Smash burger.
Right. I can't
dirty
remember
fries.
everything. Right. But I want to get the bacon wrapped jalapeno.
Yeah. Listen, the preppers that do those, the bacon wrapped jalapenos are handmade. So when you see one, or if anyone sees one when they go to a brew house or order it or taste, those are handmade. Everything else in the world, you can find the supplier to make it for you.
Sure.
They ship it to you. Everything's done. These bacon jabbed jalapenos, they cut the jalapeno in half, scoop all the seeds out of there. They put the cream cheese in there. They cook the bacon, or they wrap it with bacon. Like it's a very takes a lot of time.
It's a process.
So I shout out to the prep team that does the bacon wrapped jalapenos, but number one seller, one of the number ones.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Next time I go in, we'll get
Now, I just want to take a second because I had a listener just the other day text into the show, and I knew you were coming in, so I wanted to talk to you about it in person. But didn't your son and his baseball team just do something pretty good?
They did. They a little off topic, but
former athlete of the week as well that is on your son's team, your son's best friend.
Yes. So the U11 Tier 2 provincial Alberta champions.
Oh, nice!
They won on the weekend. So
congratulations.
Those boys are ball players at heart, and they think that they are MLB players, and they took it for real. And I couldn't go to provincials this year like I didn't go last year. Last year we ran the season. We won everything. Undefeated through provincials, lost in the final.
No.
Oh, jeez.
This year we lost one game in the regular season and then ran the rest of the table, and then we beat an undefeated team.
Oh, amazing.
Wow.
2-0. Braden, former athlete of the week, hit a dinger.
Braden Fensky, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Jets go-to guy. Our pitcher, Hunter, Hunter Ruther, one of my favorite kids ever and that I've ever met in Jets minor hockey career. Great family. We call his dad the Godfather because he knows everything about baseball and I know nothing. So like I argue with everybody and he's like, Pat, that was
the right call.
I was like, oh, sorry. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
But pitched a dime of a ball game. 2-0. We won 2-0. Like, I'm not even gonna give the other team a shout out because we felt their pain last year.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right?
You know what?
But yeah, they are provincial champions. Super proud of them. I'm super proud of my kid too. But yeah, wicked team, wicked set of coaches. Tyler's same coaches last year. So we didn't have to fire him after this year, so that was good. Well, you go to the championship back-to-back years and lose
You better win.
He's probably the coach, right?
You got to get capped.
You got to bring in Babcock.
Yeah, you got to get Babcock.
These kids, they need a little Mike Babcock. I told them, I'll get you over to finish line.
Yeah.
All right. This is Pat Ketty from the Canadian Brew House. You're a great friend of the station.
Thank you.
You're a great friend to Jay and I. And thanks for everything. Feeding my family.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
So we just devoured the mango jalapeno.
Yep.
Which you can get at any Canadian Brew House or the Ice House downtown until the end of the month. So that's next Friday. And then starting August 1st, it's Bourbon Peach.
Bourbon Peach.
And I can't wait to try those. This was delicious. And I think there's gyoza around.
Gyozas?
Well, Pat wouldn't say this, but he is feeding Matthew and I tonight for our because we're here doing the Greenville kickoff show.
Yeah.
He brought in some pizzas, some gyozas. This is a beautiful man, a very caring man, and you know what? Like the Brewhouse story, like you said, Edmontonians.
Yep.
Right. That's where it all started. Was right here in Edmonton. So that's.
Can I have one gyoza?
I got 2 orders, so I figured you can have one and give the other.
Can I have one, Jay?
Reid, how could I say no to that face?
You're gonna have to build it. I put everything separately for you.
Pinch those gyoza, yeah.
Hey, thanks for coming. You had a good vibe for the Elks tonight?
I told when I was on the hangout preseason, I told Maddie we are going to the Grey Cup this year. I don't watch CFL. He made me start watching CFL to be on the hangout. I started being very heavily invested in the CFL, which my wife thinks I'm crazy. My kid is like,
we got a team here.
Now and look where they are. Look at that. They should have won in Kelowna.
Yeah.
Instead, they were partaking in festivities the night before. I saw them. So they should have won.
Oh, jeez.
And I'm telling you, they should be undefeated right now, but we're going to win the Grey Cup.
I'd love that.
Mark
I
that.
love your positivity.
Book it.
I want to drink 20 beers in minus 40 weather in the Western Conference Final here.
No one's stopping you.
I'm going to do it.
It's Pat Ketty from the Canadian Brew House and the wing flavor of the month for July, and we gave you a preview for August as well. Here's the 5 o'clock break.
Kickoff is coming. Are you in? August 1st, Elks Roughriders at Play Alberta Field at Commonwealth Stadium. The prehistoric party is back and bigger than ever. Presented by Purelator Tackle Hunger. Experience family-friendly dinosaur-themed fun all game long, all in support of local food banks. Every catch, every tackle, every touchdown. The best way to experience it is being there when it happens. Edmonton Elks, our city, our year. Get your tickets now at goelks.com/tickets. Ready to raise the stakes? At Play Alberta, bigger bets and buy-ins are now available for nearly all live dealer games. From blackjack to baccarat, your favorite tables are waiting to deal you in. Whether you're kicking back at home or looking for some fun on the go, now's your chance to enhance your Play Alberta experience with new elevated stakes. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, use your game sense.
The Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for any scenario. You finished work early? Happy hour. You finished work because you accidentally hit reply all to the entire company? Big happy hour. Your boss said, great job. Happy hour. Your boss said, per my last email. Ugh, emergency happy hour. You finally closed the big deal. Happy hour. With a huge selection of ice cold drinks and great food, the Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for whatever just happened at work. The Canadian Brewhouse. Your day just got happier.
River Cree Resort and Casino and CFCW present All Shook Up, an afternoon tribute with the King, featuring 3 of the world's best Elvis tribute artists. August 16th in the venue. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com.
River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement. Bet on it.
What's better than sleeping under the stars?
Sleeping inside our house?
Need extra space at home? Get it back with Sentinel Storage. Canada's choice for storage solutions with a store near you. Try 4 weeks free. Details at sentinelstorage.ca.
The Elks hit the field in Regina, battling the Riders for top spot out west. Brett Boyko, Carter Kettle, Royce Mechie, and Brock Mogensen are back for the double E, having Carter O'Donnell out with injury. Join Matthew Wannock, Jay Milne for the Commonwealth Stadium Green and Gold kickoff show. They tee up the action starting at 6 o'clock only on EST. In Blue Jays News Toronto, they've signed 17 players from this year's draft class, including left-handed pitcher Cole Carlin, plus the team recalled Davis Schneider and pitcher Adam Macko from the AAA Bisons, placing Patrick Corbin on the 15-day injured list. A pair of games underway currently in the majors. Tigers and Royals runless, top of the second plus top of the seventh. It's the D-backs with a 2-run cushion over the Cardinals. To the NHL, Columbus, they've avoided arbitration with goaltender Jed Greaves. The two parties agreeing to a 3-year deal worth $5 million per season. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your sports update. The third and final hour of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
I got to get reorganized from eating the wings. My goodness, those were delicious. So we had the Canadian Brewhouse Wing Flavor of the Month, mango jalapeno flame grilled wings tossed in a bold mango jalapeno glaze that brings the perfect balance of sweet heat. Very, very good. And don't forget, 69-cent wings every Wednesday at the Canadian Brewhouse.
I'm just realizing now, I probably made a massive arse of myself.
Why? What did you do?
I don't think I talked much. I just dummied those wings.
No, at first, that's fine, but then we switched later on.
Those were incredible. I love that. I love different, because you know what, Reid? We were just talking to Pat out there, and you know, it's easy. Okay, I'll get buffalo wings, or I'll get salt and pepper. It's just easy to get into that routine because you know what you're getting. But I got to be honest, like, I haven't had one of these. Like, Reid, it would be very out of line for me to go and order the mango jalapeno. But now that I've tried
now
them,
that you try it, you're like, oh, that's good. You got to try stuff, baby.
I know.
Just like Dustin with the way he eats. You got to try stuff.
Don't compare me to that guy. No veggie guy. But man, those were very, very good.
Bourbon Peach is the one that's coming out next month. Chris is asking in the Nasty Chat.
Yes, Bourbon Peach.
Yeah.
So
now I don't know. I'm so full. I gotta lie. I'm just gonna lie down for 5 minutes.
Yeah, no, I need a nap. What is your wing? Like, are you hot wing or are you salt and pepper?
I don't like really hot. If I'm just out for wings, usually I will just play it safe and get salt and pepper. I really like that May flavor they had, the roasted jalapeno poblano. So I guess maybe I like stuff with jalapeno, right?
Because it's just the right amount.
Yeah, you just get I don't mind spicy, but I don't like heat for the sake of heat. I'm not like some people can do it. There are people who just say, I want the hottest thing. I want to be like, I've told the story about my cousin in Ontario and his colleague that would go out for lunch and just challenge each other to eat dishes with hotter and hotter peppers, and then they nearly killed each other one day.
I don't need to eat things so I'm sweating. Like Frank's Red Hot, to me, that's not that hot. Like,
right.
That's the right amount. And you usually dip and dabble with some ranch to counterbalance.
Yes, for sure.
Heat.
If I'm getting wings, I might get salt and pepper. But now, I mean, I'm glad we're trying these because now I'm like, oh yeah, that's another thing. That's another thing to try. Charlie's in the nasty chat. Jay, I should have given you a jar of homemade pickles we make every year, spiked with Thai habanero and Carolina Reaper peppers. I don't know.
That might be too hot.
I don't know if I would do that, Charlie.
Imagine drinking the juice from that.
That's funny. If you're watching us on YouTube this afternoon, give us a thumbs up. We want to try to get to 100 thumbs. Hopefully that'll inspire the Elks tonight in Regina. It's also fine if you're on iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio. Those are great audio streaming apps. Those are the ways you can get us. Our morning show, The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric, is also on 95.7 Cruise FM. Now, I want to remind you, if you're on YouTube and you've already clicked the like button, then click the share button.
Do you believe in life after love?
And send the show link off to other people via email or text and get more people involved in our great community here at EST. We will be seeing a lot of you from our great community in person Saturday at the Nasty Bash, at the St. Albert Rugby Club. There's space still available.
Yeah, and I don't know that you need to RSVP anymore.
Okay.
I think he says we have an idea of the numbers.
Okay. Because you do not have to pay to get in.
Oh yeah, no.
But obviously,
just come hang out.
But if 4,000 people wanted to come, we might have to say, hey, this is the line,
right?
Because there are occupancy rules and things like that. But this will be my third Nasty Bash. This will be the fourth overall. It'll be my third. I wore a mascot costume first one I went to.
Mm-hmm.
That was enough for a mascot costume. But it's always a good time.
Great time.
Coob, you're going to the big ass. Who's going to the big ass stadium tour? Show of hands in this room.
My hand is up.
I'm the only one not going.
Both hands are up, actually.
You're
I'm going tomorrow.
Coob's going twice. He's such a freak.
Yes. I love Austin.
But he's going to play the same
It's
set.
going to be the same set, baby.
Okay. Would you see Def Leppard back-to-back days?
Probably not.
Really?
I wouldn't see Metallica back-to-back. Unless, like they did
They
last
played
time.
a different set.
Yeah.
I was very upset I didn't go. Speaking of sets, I was upset that I didn't go to both Metallica ones. So I don't want to miss
So
out
are
on
you
anything.
missing the Nasty Bash, or are you coming after the concert?
Probably going to miss the Nasty Bash.
Okay. Well, I'll miss you, Coop.
I'll miss you too, Reid. I'll miss the festivities on the field, passing the pigskin around. Apparently, that might be a thing that happens.
When does that ever happen?
Well, that's never happened. We can't just run out onto the field. There might be rugby
Who's
being
saying
played.
that's going to happen?
Coop, you're out of control.
It was on the conversation during the hangout. You guys were hanging out. You guys wouldn't lie. Well, you guys weren't on there. I don't expect other people lying. Maybe we're having some fun, but I don't know. It seems like I'm going to miss one heck of a time, and I'm sure there's going to be some great conversations and an announcement.
All right.
Some sort.
Speaking of the Big Ass Stadium Tour, portions of this hour presented by Commonwealth Stadium. Here's what's coming up. By the way, just Google Commonwealth Stadium, go to Ticketmaster.ca. AC/DC, Sunday, August 9th. Guns N' Roses, Wednesday, August 26th. And Foo Fighters. Wasn't it Christopher Walken that introduced them? Like Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters.
Something like that. Or maybe that's an urban myth.
No, I think it was.
Foo Fighters, Thursday, September 17th. I just realized the name of one of the supporting bands for the Foo Fighters. I will not say that one on air.
No, yeah, I don't. It's such a bad name.
I could probably get away with it, but I'm not going to risk it. It's not Queens of the Stone Age. That one is fine. Queens of the Stone Age, I would say, responsible for one of my top 10 albums of all time. Songs for the Deaf.
Great album.
That's a great album.
Was Little Sister on that?
That is on the next one, which is called... Oh, what's the next one called? It's that one where you open it up and it's got that sheep face on the CD. What is that album called? Lullabies to Paralyze?
Sure.
Or is that the one after the one I'm thinking of? Sorry, everybody. Another little bit of a divergence here on the show. The Queens of the Stone Age, because they have, what do they have? Era Vulgaris was another one. Rated R, Songs of the Summer. It's not off those. Is it on...
Didn't Queens of the Stone Age?
Yeah, it's off. It's off Lullabies to Paralyze.
Didn't Queens of the Stone Age come here not that long ago, and it was canceled or something?
Oh yeah. They came to Rogers Place,
right? And what happened?
I'm trying to remember why it was canceled. Let me check here because I remember I was at the venue working for, at the time I was a part of the Bear Street team. I was there, and I don't remember it being a great time because people showed up, and Queens of the Stone Age did not play that night.
Yeah, it says frontman and founding member Josh Holm could return to the United States for emergency surgery.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's terrible.
I will say this about Queens of the Stone Age. I think they're a pretty good band. I don't know all the albums, but they have some great album titles. Songs for the Deaf, Lullabies to Paralyze. Their most recent album, In Times New Roman. I mean, they're clever. They're clever boys. Maybe I'll go to the concert and hold up a sign. You guys are clever boys. Okay. Elks tonight, 7 o'clock game. We're going to have the green and gold kickoff show with, how's it on the logo? With
Maddie and Milne.
Matt and Milne at 6 o'clock. So here are some observations / keys I have for the Elks.
Bring it on.
Offensive line. They have 3 people out who started the season, right?
Very true.
Coulter Woodmansey. Now, he has been out most of the year, but is he not the highest paid lineman in the league? He's good.
Yes.
David Beard is out.
Yes.
And now Carter O'Donnell is out, who I think is a very good O-lineman.
Correct.
Now, they have substituted in
Brett Boyko,
who has experience, and David Beard, who has experience.
Mark Cordy, you mean?
Pardon me, Mark Cordy came in for Beard.
Yeah.
So it's not as if they've gone from these players to raw rookies, but they've still gone from guys who weren't selected as starters, though I guess Boyko was hurt too, right? But you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
The O-line that they preferably would have is not together. This is a good Saskatchewan defense. We saw BC able to get some pressure, and I think even though Fajardo was going to the shorter pass game, not all the shorter passes connected, right?
Correct.
So I think that's something the Elks are going to have to shore up, make sure the O-line has a good game. I wrote down confuse Harris, though, as I know you can't really confuse him. And Glen Suitor explained why. Make Harris uneasy, maybe. Like you got to pressure him. Give him enough different looks where even if he recognizes the look, he's like, okay, what might happen next? And look, Harris didn't have a great game here last year.
No.
Until maybe the fourth quarter when they rallied. I mean, they got him to throw a couple picks. I think they did have him second-guessing maybe some of his decisions. So I don't know if you can confuse Trevor Harris, but you need to create a player to a quarter where he's off kilter a little bit. Hey, the Elks did a good job to Davis Alexander. And remember, I brought this up a few times. They never really brought full pressure on Davis Alexander till the last Montreal offensive play in overtime.
Yeah.
Where they needed to force his hand and force an incompletion. And they did it. So at least do enough to Harris where he's thinking, okay, they've done this. Are they trying to set me up for something?
Right.
So I'm not saying you can confuse him, but you can maybe get him in his own head. He's like, okay, I've played enough. I know if teams do A and then they do B, it's usually because they want to do C in the fourth quarter. Like at least maybe have him thinking about that type of stuff.
Well, and Reid, I'm pretty sure at the Elks at this point last year when they were 1-5, I don't know that they had one sack.
Well, I don't think they would have had a pick.
They did. It came off the head of
the bouncy heady one. The Serezna one?
Jake Serezna, that's right. Right now, the Elks are tied for second in the CFL with sacks with 11.
And they are leading in picks by a wide margin, would they not be?
Yes.
Okay. So,
a different team.
So still, make an effort to get after Harris. And then I also wrote down, get all the receivers involved.
Oh, I like this.
Because I think sometimes it's been a little bit like, where's this guy? And I know there are 5 or 6 receivers on the field at a time. But have everyone involved where the Riders secondary can't think, oh, this guy's not getting used today. You know what I mean? Or, oh, this guy's just a decoy today.
Yeah. No, I agree with you, Reid, because they have that depth. Conversely, when you look at the Saskatchewan Roughriders, Reid, Keyshawn Johnson, Keon Schaefer-Baker, and Samuel Emilus, they make up for 81% of Saskatchewan's total passing yards.
Right.
So for Edmonton, on the defensive side, you shut down 2 of those guys, or even 1.5, say, you're winning that battle. You're making it hard on Trevor Harris.
Yeah.
So when you're saying one of your keys to the game is to trick or fool or make it difficult for Trevor Harris, that's where the 5 guys in the defensive backfield, I think this is the best. Well, this is the best secondary Saskatchewan has faced yet.
Well, and that's the thing. I wonder if there are not going to be a lot of shots down the field in this game. It's going to be patient. It's going to be try to establish a running back. And you might have to settle for a field goal or two. But I think this is going to be a real tight game. The Riders create a lot of problems for their opponents, but I think the Elks now create a lot of problems for their opponents. You know, I don't think the Elks have a position group that is below average. The secondary I would rate as excellent. Linebackers and D-lines I would probably rate as very good. Maybe not excellent, but very good.
I'd say the D-line is quite good.
Yeah, D-line's quite good. But I don't think there's a position...
And actually, you're right. I agree.
And, I think the running back is excellent. I think the receivers are very good. I mean, maybe you'd say the quarterback is average, but Cody, that's worst you'd say about him. You wouldn't say he's poor or below average.
Putting up numbers, man.
Right? So this is why I'm saying things have changed for the Elks. And look, I get it. Maybe they're going to... I don't know if they're going to win tonight, but they create problems for the Riders. This is not the team of the last 4 or 5 years where they're saying, well, they can win, but the other team has to screw up. Or you need an unusual thing to happen. Like, they can hang in this game and win it.
Right.
I believe. 780-218-9999 is the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. That's how you can text us. The Tap 25 happy hour, Sunday to Thursday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. It's $5.25 drinks. All beers, including bottle and draft, import and domestic, select premium well highballs, and select premium wine, served at Tap 25, Center Bar, Onyx, and on the casino floor, Sunday to Thursday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. We're going to have more fun with food, though I think it's pictures of food that Coob has when we get back. Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play Alberta. What is your play of the day again, Jay? People can still get in on that.
Yes, the play of the day is the touchdown fiesta, the Elks touchdown fiesta.
I love that.
Justin Rankin, 2+ touchdowns. Cody Fajardo, 2 or more passing touchdowns, boosted to plus 567.
What are you doing?
The 6-7.
Oh, the 6-7. Is this what we're supposed to do?
I thought Coob was going to jump in.
Well, Coob's a bit in a world of his own some days.
He's in a hot wing or chicken wing coma.
He's in the chicken wing coma. I think he's excited because he's going to take the lead on the next segment, and he's already preparing something diabolical for us tomorrow. He's going to potentially humiliate us tomorrow.
Yes.
Do you know what's happening?
I heard rumors about it.
There's rumblings.
That's all I need to know.
Buying or selling for Damon Bunting when we get back.
The Elks are out in Saskatchewan challenging the Riders for top spot out west tonight. Brett Boyko, Carter Kettle, Royce Mechie, and Brock Mogensen are back for the Double E, having Carter O'Donnell out with an injury. Join Matthew Wanek, Jay Milne for the Commonwealth Stadium Green and Gold kickoff show. They tee things up starting at 6 o'clock right here on EST. In Blue Jays news, Toronto signed 17 players from this year's draft class, including left-handed pitcher Cole Carlin. Plus, the team has recalled Davis Schneider and pitcher Adam Macko from the AAA Bisons, placing Patrick Corbin on the 15-day injured list. A couple games are underway in the majors. A 3-run cushion for the D-backs over the Cardinals, plus bottom third. It's zeros across the board between the Tigers and the Royals. And Toronto, they're back at it tomorrow, opening a 3-game set out in Boston against the Red Sox. Columbus, in the NHL, they've avoided arbitration with goaltender Jet Greaves. The two parties agreeing to a 3-year extension earlier today worth $15 million. Buying or selling up next here on Edmonton Sports Talk. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're tuned into The Reid Wilkins Show.
The Oil Stream.
The Edmonton Oilers home and opener has been announced. It'll be the 29th of September. And then they will also play in Vancouver, because Vancouver's home opener was announced, and it will be the Oilers on the 1st of October. So it is a Vancouver-Edmonton home and home. The Oilers getting what should be nowhere close to a playoff team.
The Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Time for a new career in 2026? Or maybe your kid is still pondering their path. Good news! Weiss Johnson is hiring. Hi, it's Dennis, and not only are we hiring for heating and air conditioning, we're also looking for experienced plumbers and gas fitters. With the growth in residential development, there's no shortage of opportunities at Weiss Johnson. Choose your path with us. Learn from one of the industry leaders, and we will grow together. Receive great benefits and school reimbursement as well. Visit weiss-johnson.com today.
Ready to raise the stakes? At Play Alberta, bigger bets and buy-ins are now available for nearly all live dealer games. From blackjack to baccarat, your favorite tables are waiting to deal you in. Whether you're kicking back at home or looking for some fun on the go, now's your chance to enhance your Play Alberta experience with new elevated stakes. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, use your game sense.
It's the weekend. The sun is out, and everyone, yes, even the kids, are bored. Bring them to the Canadian Brewhouse. Our patios have games to keep the whole family going. Rooftop views, real turf to run around on, and misters for when the summer gets serious. Oh, and we've still got the game on. Always. All day, all weekend, all summer. The Canadian Brewhouse, Canada's best patios.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences. Plus, all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom. And from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know. Appreciate you tuning in this afternoon. I missed Wagon Wednesday, eh?
Yeah, it was exceptional.
I missed that part of the show too. I listened to most of the show yesterday. Didn't catch that part. I'll have to go back and because Jamie Labicane, I would have watched as a outrider and a young rider like 20 years ago. And
yeah, he was great. He was really great.
780-218-9999 River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. I'll tell you what, we want those positive vibes. And 100 is a big number in football. You want a 100-yard receiving game. You want a 100-yard rushing game. We want 100 thumbs. We're 27 away. Let's rally here in the final half hour.
Click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb, thumb, thumb.
There's the song, in case you missed it. Get into the nasty chat as well. Post there. But go on YouTube. Give us a thumbs up. Let's get to 100. All right. It is buying or selling for Damon Bunting, a consistent top-producing realtor in the greater Edmonton area for over 18 years. He and his team would love to help you find that right home or make the move from your current home. Community-driven, he understands what it takes to make a difference in our city. Check him out, DamonBunting.com. Instagram handle is Damon Bunting Real Estate.
Okay, boys. So, each and every year KDays comes to town. It's a bit of a traveling excursion, which I didn't realize for a long time. But they always have.
Sorry, crew. Wait, stop.
Why do you, like what?
Just
what
go back to what you
again?
just said. Say what you just said.
Traveling excursion?
Of course, it's a traveling.
That you didn't realize that for a long time.
Yes.
So you thought the KDays stuff just sat there all year round in Edmonton and then got activated the third week of July.
Maybe the potato sack slide.
I didn't realize the exact how grand it really is. Like it's from the States and it travels up here north of the border. I thought it was within Canada and a smaller thing. I didn't realize how big it really was.
Yeah, the same, it's a lot of the same
West Coast
rides.
amusements,
A lot of the rides that were at the Calgary. No, the Stampede's bigger than KDays, obviously, but a lot of the rides would hit.
They're all the same rides.
And there's a reason all the expositions in Canada
fall in sequence.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
For a long time, it means until I was like 14 years old. Okay. Let's just put that straight.
All right.
Okay.
Fair enough. It wasn't like it wasn't like when you were.
Wasn't like you discovered.
If you just would have discovered that this summer, I would have taken away your cottage cheese for a week.
Well, speaking of cottage cheese, it's could be quite the weird food for some due to its texture, but at the carnival at KDays, they have weird food for various reasons.
So
The
you went
flavors,
last
the
night?
Smells. Yes, I went yesterday for a concert. Peach Pit, great band. Whale and the Wolf is going to be performing there on Sunday. They're friends of
Well, he was good
EST.
yesterday. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Lucas Holt, the bassist for that band, and no Riders fan was on the show yesterday. But yesterday I was walking around, didn't partake very much, but I took photos of some amazing, well, what could seemingly be amazing foods and tries and tastes. And I have 3 photos for you boys and 3 combinations, I guess you could call it, that I would like you to buy or sell for Damon Bunting today. The first
Like if
one,
we would try them or if we think we
if
would
you
like
try them and like them. So I'll get you to do both. This first one here is from Krispy Kreme. It's a glazed donut as the bun, the donut burger made with Krispy Kreme glazed donuts. Same epic burger, different bun, has bacon, caramelized onions, melted cheese,
we should
pickles,
guess if the
and
other guy's going to buy
so
or
much
sell.
more.
Okay.
This looks like quite the handful. You have one of these. I think you're eating kale for the rest of the day.
I'll write it down what
Maybe
I
even
think
the
you're
rest
going
of
to
the
do.
week. Let alone the salt intake in this. So instead of buns, actual buns,
Krispy
they
Kreme
take
donuts?
2 Krispy Kreme donuts, one on the bottom, one on the top. And
As
I looked at
buns
this
normally,
and
right.
I almost got sick. I'm personally selling on this. I'm sure the flavor would be great, but I don't feel like the outcome and the aftermath would be great. So I have to sell.
Well, let's just look at the mechanics. Like it's going to be an ugly. It's going to be an ugly eat.
Yes.
It's going to be an ugly eat, no matter what way you cut it. But I must say,
you'd need a lot of mouth talent to eat that.
You would need a lot of mouth talent. I would try and take bits and pieces of it and mix it together in more bite-sized portions. I'm buying.
Oh, wow. I thought you'd sell.
I'm buying
Okay.
on this
All right.
because I think the sweetness of the Krispy Kreme donut mixed with just the meat and the cheese and the bacon would be quite a flavor. I'm buying this. Now, I'm not saying I would. I mean, I see the price tag attached to that too.
Yeah,
It's $18.
$17.99.
$18. I guess if you're going to a
We
restaurant,
really,
that's
us old guys round off, Coop. We're not filled by the 99.
Yeah.
Fooled by it.
a lot of
saving
consumers
1
are.
cent.
I would think this would be a great tasting burger. Would I buy it? I don't think so, but I would try it. So I'd buy that.
Yeah, what do you think I'm doing?
You're selling this all day.
I'm totally selling.
Yeah.
I'm
Now-
totally selling.
You would have them, though, I mean, in a separate entity. If it was a regular burger,
Well,
maybe
as
you'd
you
get
guys
it,
know,
but-
I'm not a big donut person.
Okay.
And just that looks messy and confusing, and I couldn't comfortably eat it while I'm walking around the fairgrounds.
Yes.
It would be you'd have a bowling ball in your stomach for the rest of the day as well.
I don't know.
At least I would.
I don't know.
Just,
I don't know how
it's a
big
burger
it
at
is.
the base of it. At the core of it,
It
it's
just
a burger.
doesn't appeal to me.
I think that the flavors would match.
All right. Well, we were talking about dill pickles earlier, and there's a lot of dill pickle fascination on the expo grounds as well. Spicy dill pickle cotton candy, unique and unforgettable on the promo as they have it here. Now, this is one that I actually had purchased. I haven't tried it yet. I haven't opened it and unboxed it, but the person selling it to me said that it was actually quite the combination. People were coming around.
What is he going to say?
Well, I mean,
Hey, kiddo, this sucks.
I'm
well,
selling.
I said,
don't buy it.
well, they said, she looked at me and said, actually, I tried this. I would recommend it. Seriously. And I was like,
Okay.
I'm a big dill pickle fan, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, this is
I know.
weird, man. Like, are you buying dill pickle cotton candy? Because I said, like, is it still sweet? Like, what kind of flavor are you getting here? And it's like, yeah, you get the dill pickle kind of.
I'll tell you for free, I'm 100% selling this.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I'm not one, like if I want cotton candy, which is, I don't, but let's say I did, I want cotton candy. I don't want spicy dill pickle cotton candy. Two things that don't belong in the same sentence as cotton candy. And here they've went and thrown it in. Now, would you try it to say you tried it? Sure, but I'm selling on spicy dill pickle.
More of a
cotton
novelty
candy.
item for you.
And I get the sense that my good partner Reid Wilkins is 100% selling this as well.
No, I'm buying this.
You are buying.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm buying because the dill pickle is a fun flavor for me. I think though I should clarify, like, okay, what do people know? I don't like fun and I'm cheap. So if I was with somebody at the fairgrounds, which I would never go to the fairgrounds or have a friend to go with, and they said, hey, Would you want? Let's get dill pickle. I was like, you know what? Let's split one. If you get one, I'll pick at it to try it. But I would buy on trying this. I'm not sure I would like it, but that's safe for me, allergy wise and everything. And it's not like too heavy, and it's not like if you don't eat it, you're stuck with an $18 donut burger with one bite out of it. This you could probably pick away at, and I bet you it's not. Well, how strong was the pickle flavor, Coop?
No, I haven't tried it just yet. It looked like
I
it
thought
was
you
just
said you tried it.
No, I haven't tried it.
He hasn't opened it.
I haven't
yet.
unboxed
Oh, it's in a bag. I thought it was like cotton candy on a stick.
No, it is just the bag.
Oh, sorry, you may have said that.
And I just for the record, like, I don't think spicy and sweet really compare that well.
Yeah,
like,
you knock
like
the spicy off. I would like this more.
See the Frank's Red Hot gummy bears?
I've tried those. They're not very good.
Yeah, I don't think that's appropriate.
No, you
okay,
don't
I'm
need it.
selling on spicy dill pickle cotton candy.
All right. Well, this one harkens back to Reid's old days at the old station that he worked with.
Oh, canned ham?
Anything Spam. A food truck
What do you mean
that sells
anything Spam?
anything Spam. I didn't get anything on the menu. I was kind of rushing out. This is the final photo that I took during my time at the Edmonton Expo grounds. Anything Spam. So a Spam burger.
What do you mean
like
anything Spam?
They got Spam fries. It looked like they have deep fried goodness or some form of combination with some marinara sauce. I don't know. You can deep fry Spam. You could cook it up, fried. I don't know. Just anything Spam. Like if you had a Spam, let's go back to the donut burger. If somebody came up to you and said, "Oh, check out this, like they got a Spam burger here," would you buy that? Would you go out of your way to try that?
No, I'm selling this.
So you're selling
this has no appeal to me.
Spam fried is good.
Right. But this wouldn't stop me in my tracks and say, "Oh, that sounds fun."
No, you'd have to be really hungry, really inebriated, or the Spam guy in your group.
Right.
Like, oh, I love Spam. I've got to get the Spam fries. I would try them. Now, I wish I saw a menu.
Yeah.
Well,
for
okay.
more, but like, I'm not buying the Spam burger. If you wanted to say the Spam fries,
Sure. Yeah, Spam fries,
Yeah, maybe
sliders.
I don't know,
like
chicken fries.
I guess maybe I'm thinking too, if I'm walking amongst the patrons at the fairground and I see a sign that says donut burger, I'm thinking like, no. If I see this, I'm thinking no. If I see dill pickle, I might like stop and think about it.
Right.
This I'm not even.
That's a good point.
Everything Spam, I'm like, okay, everything like Spam chocolate. I don't know.
No.
Chocolate covered
The
Spam.
menu highlights Spam fries, crispy sliced strips of classic Spam served with dipping sauce, and the sliders,
Yeah, I'd
mini
get down with that.
sandwiches,
Okay.
savory grilled Spam.
So we didn't agree on
and the
any, that's
sriracha bites as well, which is pretty neat with some umami glaze. Bite-sized pieces.
I'm gonna sell.
Yeah, I would probably sell on that as well.
Though I would rank this above the donut burger.
So if you had to rank these in the top three, we have the donut burger and the dill pickle and then the anything Spam. Is there one that, how'd you rank that in a top
Number
three?
1, cotton candy. 2, the Spam. 3, the donut burger. The donut burger is just putrid, man.
I am
Like,
the
come
exact
on.
opposite of Reid. I would rank the donut burger first, Spam and everything or anything, dill pickle cotton candy or spicy dill pickle cotton candy.
Well, we can go to the fairgrounds then. And
It's a challenge.
sample everything. Yeah.
It's a challenge.
Yeah.
To
Well, that was a
challenge.
fun time. Challenge. Yes. Some of these are only a handful of some of the weird things that you could eat at KDays.
No, what else did you do at the fairgrounds? I'm just going to keep calling it that.
The fairgrounds. Well, I had quite the fair day. I don't know. I went with one of my good buddies. Didn't really check out much in the actual expo. Just kind of moseyed on around.
You were
Saw
there
people
for a
going
show?
on rides. Essentially just there for the concert. After
Okay.
the Reid
Who was
Wilkins
it?
show wrapped up. It was Peach Pit. With the opener was a local band called St. Arnaud.
What's the deal with Peach Pit?
The deal with Peach Pit, they're from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada.
Okay.
And they are like an indie sort of surfer rock dude bro kind of band. Very chill music.
What is with, because I've seen people wearing these shirts, and at Art Walk, I saw a guy in a shirt, and I talked to him a little bit about them, but I'm wondering what Coob knows about them.
Okay.
Was it Angine Poutrine or something? And they wear like these weird costumes. They're from Montreal. What are they called? Somebody help me out in the nasty chat. I can't remember what they're called.
Is this where they're like, it's a duo?
Yes.
And they wear the really funky.
Yeah, like
just
one guy looks.
outfits.
Doesn't he look like a piece of cheese or something? It's Poitrine or something.
Poitrine. This. I think Lieutenant Eric was talking about this duo.
I don't want to Google it. I want to try to remember it.
About
see if people can contribute. But.
The poutine.
Angine de Poitrine.
Yeah, I think so.
Ah, yes, the rock duo. Oh, these guys, yeah, they're polka dotted all over the face, all over the place. They have amazing weird outfit. I don't know the whole get with this. I think they
Poitrine is French for chest.
Ah, yes,
as in like a chest of drawers.
Oh, okay.
From
what's is it? Is it Angine? I could
Angine.
I'm not saying something
From
incredibly
Quebec.
offensive.
I think that's what it is. From my understanding,
Angine is French for angina.
Oh, okay. Kberg says they were just at Folk Fest here. Where are you? Where's Kberg?
I believe Winnipeg.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'll have to listen to them.
They're a bit punky.
I don't think
beforehand.
they. Yeah, I don't think they sing or they sing very little. I think it's just music. Are they okay? Let me ask everybody this.
Yeah, Kberg says they don't sing and wear masks.
Are they the Canadian? I forget the famous guys that wear the helmets.
War?
No. How am I blanking on these guys?
YMCA.
No,
or the Village People.
The
no,
helmets.
No. The musical guys. Oh, I can't. They did the song with The Weeknd.
Daft Punk.
Yes, are they the Canadian Daft Punk?
Different music, but I mean the most visually and kind of that they're duo. Eric told me it was kind of fascinating what they do. They have on the YouTube, they kind of just get together and riff, and they kind of just go back and forth, and it's just them doing whatever, making funky beats, and they have repeaters.
Who's that guy? There's a single act, Mark something.
Mac DeMarco?
No,
right. Somebody says they played 2 solo shows. Yeah, because I saw somebody wearing the shirt, and I saw them popping up in like online ads. I'm like, oh, these guys must be a big deal. They're coming to Edmonton, but
Pretty big, yeah.
They're probably not for my generation.
I think they're coming to Ice District.
They did. They were already here.
Oh, they were
Yeah,
already
that's what.
here.
Who's this?
Okay.
Anna?
Yeah.
No, what is this?
And Nuna.
And Nuna Canet. They played 2 solo shows, so I assume Rogers Place in June, or were they outside?
Ice District.
Oh,
Yeah.
they were outside. They were in the pavilion or whatever.
In the Strict.
Well, I'll have to go on. I'm sure I can stream them on good old Apple Music.
Fine, put a song on. They don't sing, so we can't get in trouble
So they
for swear
probably
words.
don't have
We could.
Angine Poitrine.
de Poitrine.
De Poitrine. Yes. Eric was very excited about this.
I don't know
duo
what to put on.
coming here. I think they
What's
had
their
a
number one song?
huge rollover or
Song
change
from
out, rebrand.
article or a video on CBC News from a week ago. They look like alien puppets and they're blowing fans' minds.
Put them on.
Okay, let's see here.
Make a move from the sauna.
Oh, I got to listen to
thought
the
they didn't
ad.
talk.
Hang on.
What is this
Well, it's
malarkey?
got to get through the YouTube ad here.
This darn bull honky.
And then we got a break right away.
They're from Quebec?
Yeah.
Yep, Quebec.
The NFL featured a song of theirs on a TikTok video.
Oh, their costumes are really something. I think the theatrics might be part of their appeal, Jay.
See why Eric likes them.
Yeah, I'll skip ahead in the song. Oh, he's playing a double. Like, what are they dressed as? TBD, bro. Okay, maybe it's not bad. It's not the worst thing I've heard.
No, it's certainly not.
I mean, I've heard this show every day, so sorry, that's awful. 780-218-9999 River Crew Resort and Casino inbox. Calling all baseball fans. Don't miss the Edmonton Riverhawks Community Foundation Field of Dreams Festival August 22nd at Remax Field. Hear stories from former Blue Jay and Edmonton Trapper Devon White. Try your luck in the batting cage and learn how to throw a curveball from the pros. Proceeds from the festival go towards helping more local kids play the game they love. Ticket sales are moving, so get yours before they're gone. Feel the Dreams Festival, riverhawksfoundation.ca, and we'll see you at the park. All right. We need 15 thumbs.
Let's go.
We need 15 thumbs to get to 100 for the show on an Elks game day. We got to get there. If you haven't given the thumbs up, do not delay any further. Get in there and click it. If you have time to pop in from the audio stream and give the thumbs up on YouTube, that'll be great. Positive vibes for the Elks in Regina tonight. And I'll try to give positive vibes by acing words of the day when we get back.
Whew.
Elks at Riders, 7 o'clock kickoff. The battle for first place out west. Brett Boyko, Carter Kettle, Royce Metier, and Brock Mogensen back for the double E, having Carter O'Donnell out due to injury. Join Matthew Wannick, Jay Milne for the Commonwealth Stadium Green and Gold kickoff show. They tee things up as they hit the airwaves at 6 o'clock right here on EST. In Blue Jays news, Toronto has signed 17 players from this year's draft class, including left-handed pitcher Colt Carlin. Plus, the team has recalled David Schneider and pitcher Adam Macko from the AAA Bisons, placing Patrick Corbin on the 15-day injured list. 2 games live in the majors. D-backs up by 7 on the Cardinals, top of the 9th and bottom 4th inning. Still a runless tie between the Royals and Tigers. To the NHL, Columbus, they've avoided arbitration with Jet Greaves, the two parties agreeing to a 3-year extension worth $15 million. And earlier today, 37-year-old Patrick Kane signed a contract with the Blackhawks, rejoining and headed to Chi-Town on a 2-year deal worth $8 million per season. Words of the day up next here on the Reid Wilkins Show. I'm Zachary Kubush, keeping you up to date.
EST Afternoons.
Ben Pope from the Chicago Sun-Times. Patrick Kane coming back on a 2-year deal with an AAV of $8 million, and to bring back one of the best players ever in that organization. For this must be a great day.
Yeah, the fan base is extremely excited. They've been through a lot of losing and a lot of bad news the last 6 years or so, and to have something to really celebrate today, they deserve it.
EST Afternoons, weekday afternoons 1 to 3. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
River Cree Resort and Casino and CFCW present All Shook Up, an afternoon tribute with the King, featuring 3 of the world's best Elvis tribute artists. August 16th in the venue. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com.
River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement. Bet on it.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching a button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki as a ninja fighting off evil samurai.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
Your brand deserves more than just a whisper, it deserves a buzz. At the Hive Product Marketing, they specialize in promotional products that bring the buzz. From eye-catching giveaways to unforgettable keepsakes, they got the perfect products to make your brand stand out and get noticed. Visit the Hive Product Marketing and let them create the buzz your business deserves. The Hive Product Marketing, the official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Talk. Visit them online at thehiveproductmarketing.com.
Looking for a winning strategy for your retirement? Contact me, Joaquin Gage at K4 Financial, where expertise meets dedication. I will always look for a careful approach to your retirement, ensuring your financial future is secure. From tailored strategies to clear, actionable advice, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Don't leave your future to chance. Get in touch with me, Joaquin Gage, today at k4financial.ca or email joaquin.gage@k4financial.ca to start planning for a brighter future and a more secure retirement.
Hope you're having a great afternoon. Hope you're ready for the Elks game tonight. We've been setting it up all day here on EST. Of course, Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play Alberta. Look for Jay's Play of the Day under EST Specials on the Play Alberta app or playalberta.ca. You got about an hour to get in on that. We have Words of the Day presented by the Edmonton Public Library. So this is already this Saturday, Jay. So you're really your last chance to get tickets here for Locked Library, the bookcase. So it's like an escape room adventure in the Milner Library, inspired by classic detective novels. All proceeds support the work of EPL, with proceeds being reinvested into our collections, programs, and services for the community. Get your tickets at epl.ca/Locked Library. I got a really good friend of mine that works at the Milner Library, and she was telling me, there are some people who, because of illness or mobility issues or whatever, maybe can't get out of their homes a lot. EPL delivers.
Wow.
Like just incredible to have a library like that here in the city.
The word of the day with Reid and Jay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
What do they got to say?
Say what again? Say what again? I dare you.
Let's find out.
English, do you speak it? Then you know what I'm saying.
First word of the day for our good friends over at Edmonton Public Libraries. Obdurate.
Oh, my goodness. Well,
obdurate.
Not going 4 for 4. Obdurate?
Obdurate. 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 Looks like obdurate, but it's pronounced obdurate.
Okay. O-B-D-U-R-A-T-E.
Dun, da, da, da.
So the spelling I got. Okay, so I'm trying to think like ob might have something to do with a sense of vision or seeing something. I'm thinking about obviously or obfuscate. Does it have to do with perception or seeing something or a view of something?
Yeah.
Or perception of something? Sort of.
Yes.
Obdurate. Okay, I got to take a stab at it. Does this have to do with is it the process of thoroughly explaining something? No. Failure.
Though obdurate problems loom, the organization under its new leadership is poised to make real and effective changes. Though obdurate problems loom.
Large and obvious? Well, the buzzer's malfunctioning. It's been used so much.
It is usually used to describe someone who is not willing to change their methods or opinions.
So it's almost like obstinate.
Or something that is not easily altered.
Okay. Well, I feel, you know what? I feel like I took a noble stab at it.
You did. Second word of the day, raffish.
Raffish?
Raffish.
Oh, no.
It's like when you go to Banff. Raffish.
R-A-F-F-I-S-H. That is it? It's the obvious spelling. Okay. Oh, well, I don't know if I know the definition. Well, I know I don't know the definition. Okay, I'll sacrifice a half point and take a sentence right away. Though it didn't help me last time.
She didn't expect to like him, but his raffish charm quickly won her over. This is such a strange description of this word.
I'll say like unexpected and innocent. No.
Riddle me this definition. Raffish describes people and things that show a careless but usually attractive unconventionality.
Okay, what did I say? Unexpected and naive?
No. Maybe. Usually, but show a careless but usually attractive unconventionality. So something
so
weird about them that is oddly lovable.
Right. So it's like he lies
your
on,
love for board
he
games.
lies on his back to tie his shoes. I found it charming.
Yeah,
It was
exactly.
this raffish way of putting his shoes on.
Yes.
I guess. I don't know. All right. Well, I got 2 out of 4. I got the spelling at least.
Not bad.
And I think I took noble stabs at the definitions.
You did. You should be proud of yourself.
I think those are uncommon words. All right.
Oh, we only have 7 more thumbs.
Let's go. We need a touchdown. We need a converted touchdown. Full
Come
of
on.
thumbs in the next
Tube,
60
hammer away
seconds.
at all 16 of your accounts. Let's get these numbies up.
Jay is sticking around. Awanek's going to come in. Commonwealth Stadium, green and gold, kickoff show. And then they're on after the game as well. Games at 7, Elks and Riders. On behalf of Zachary Kubish and Jason Milne, I'm Reid Wilkins. Go Elks.